Really? Right, so here we are, folks. We are. It's
Oh, are we here?
we are here now. I've just
Oh my
literally switched you
word!
on. I've turned you on, Alan.
Oh
Not
heavens!
for the first time, So welcome to Backfire Simsport TV, folks. You've joined us for TCR Challenge Cup, season 17. It's week 7, and we're at Oschersleben.
Yay!
This is a great track, isn't it? This is the Grand Prix circuit. We have a 32-degree track. I don't know whether anybody's actually seen the weather for today, but it looked a bit odd once I pressed the button 3 times. Good evening to Fiona. Watch the feature race pit stops. Stupid pit lane. Okie dokie. We're gonna be watching those then, Alan. We have 28 pugilists in our field so far. Anyway, there's still more to join. And Oschersleben is such a wonderful track for these cars. I think it's good in rear-wheel drive, but in front-wheel drive it's a particularly brilliant prospect, isn't it, Alan?
Well, yeah, all my experience around here is in my rear-wheel drive cars, but I've got to say it is a stunning track. I love it. It's a proper racing circuit.
Yes.
It's got so much interest about it, hasn't it, Pete? You know, you're not short of.
Look at the shape of it. How many heavy braking zones do you need? How many tight turns do you need? This is a technical track. It's not that wide. It means that the drivers are going to be cheek by jowl the entire way around. And I think, as you pointed out, and I'd already written it in my message, it's going to be an intimate race, isn't it?
Yes, well, this is definitely a place where cars can come together in celebration of all that's good about racing.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think I can manage to get all that in one go.
Right, you need to sleep now, right? No, that was very, very accurate, though. It's a tight and twisty track, as Jamie's going to show us through the chicane there, which is also
Look at that! So sweet, wasn't it?
That was lush.
You know, I can
Held it on
just
its
imagine
nose.
in these cars how this track is just going to lull you in. It's just all those beautiful, you know, the weight on the front and the feel on the steering, on the feedback is so beautiful in these cars when you're going through these kinds of turns. It's just a gorgeous sensation, and yeah, it's a lot of fun for me to drive it. So these guys are going to have an awful lot of fun in these powerful front-wheel drive cars.
Right. Marco says I sound like I'm miles away from my microphone, which is odd. So I'm just going to turn my microphone.
Well, unless you are miles away from your microphone, Pete.
Not really, but Marco.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That sounds further away now.
How does it?
Well, you sounded okay before.
Right, okay. I'm going to go and check my sound settings for a second, folks. Just to be sure that everybody's getting the maximum.
He's good with his buttons. And we started early today. There was no this last minute. Pete's had enough time to arrive and set things up without getting out of breath.
No, I know. I was well planned today.
Very nice. It's very nice.
It's shocking level of planning. It's almost not welcome in BSTV. Chris Jackson's Mary, one of those two. Logan, maybe, I don't know. Has woken up. Long time no see. Hope all is well with everybody. Everybody sounds good to him. I think Marco needs to turn up his laptop or whatever.
Oh, it's very nice to have him here.
Maybe it's further away.
Well, you know, I was very much a big fan of just a fan of Backfire when Marco was a regular driver. And I used to enjoy watching him every week.
He was rapid. Now he's I don't know. He never turns up anymore. But we'll make him feel bad about that later again. So hopefully he'll rejoin V8s if his knee can take it. Right, where are we at in terms of what we're going to do here? So here they are, folks.
Oh, look at this pit entry though, Pete. Look at it, it's a monster, isn't it?
And it goes on forever because it's like you need an A to Z to get yourself to the.
Look at it. It's still on the pit entry. I know it's hard to believe.
We had a V8 race around here once, and it was absolutely a case of right. We need to watch everybody that goes in the pit road because pit road is so long that people can actually do full-on overtakes at this track, and they did. And I think the whole race was defined by a very, very rapid pit lane entry. Right, where are we up to in terms of... so here they are, folks. You might want to get seated. Anthony Jacobson's on the chat. Good evening. I have 3D...
Evening, Anthony.
3D speakers I can pick up Pete living further away. I'm not sure you can in Scandinavia. There, it seems like it's better in Canada. Why isn't Anthony Jacobson not racing with us? I don't know. But here they are. These are what the.
But he did say he was going to come back and making attempts in that
did.
direction, didn't he?
He
So
did, yes. So
yeah, that's we'll hold him to his word, and it's good news.
Yeah. So these are the fire sticks that are on offer for the winners of the next 5 championships that will go past us, and that is in order: season 17 of the TCR Challenge Cup, and season 15 of the V8 ESC. And you can see all the future ones in the background there. So season 18 and 19 of TCR and 16 of V8s. Sponsored by Simability. As ever they are. We've even got Glenn Sidman Racing in that league now, which is brilliant.
Yeah, no, it is brilliant. It is brilliant. And they're such a fantastic organisation.
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing racing kit to people who are far less fortunate than some of the rest of us. They modify things like, you know, your Husqvarna, your Fanatec wheels and hubs and stuff, so that people with severe, well, any disabilities really, can race with the rest of us, and effectively so as well. If you want to know what they do, go to their website and have a poke about.
Indeed. Now, what about my disability, Pete, being chronically slow?
I've suffered with the same disability. I've never had a blue badge given to me, so I think we're out of it, mate.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I've got used to it now, to be honest, mate.
yeah, me too. Right, so here we are in the standings for Pro. So this is the right-hand column now, folks. We are after the halfway mark.
Oh, really? Oh, the excitement.
This is it. Spencer McCarthy has no lead whatsoever over Stephen Walker, only 8 points. Who in turn has very little over Logan, who's making his way up the standings slowly but surely.
Goodness.
He had a great race last week because it was the endurance. And then Sam Bleaves, our reigning champion, is again not that far away, 101 points off the top, which in this league is nothing at all. And he's only separated by Simon Trendle by 1 point, Alan.
Wow, this is tight.
This is the tightest I can remember for the Pro Championship.
There's so many people in with the shout, isn't there?
Yeah, all the way down, I think, to around about Pete Newman in 7th, because 962 is not that far away, really, from 1119. I think...
No, and it just needs a couple of bad results, doesn't it? Or a couple of good results, and it can turn things around.
Jay Corley needs to do something about losing the car on that snappy thing that he's got going on with that Civic. He's had it twice in the last 3 races, because I don't think he raced last week, did he? I don't even think he's here this week. He must be signing autographs somewhere because he's that famous. It's something like that. Right, let's have a look at Pro-Am, because this is hot to trot as well. Daniel Mills. I do feel like he may well be in the wrong class of car. He's on 898. Martin Shirley, who is his teammate, is on 845, 53 points behind him. It's not a massive margin. Tighter still is the gap down to Carl Hardy in 3rd. Only 4 points, Alan.
You're fantastic. He's doing grand, isn't he?
Yeah, your captain is doing
well. David and Martin have brought a big chunk of talent and stuck themselves at the top of this league this season.
Yeah.
It's credit to them, because there's no easy races here, and you've only got to see the names behind them to realise the quality they're in front of.
Yeah, and Christopher Smith is the 3rd RD Simsport car in the top 4 in this class, which shows how good that team is.
Really amazing.
Yeah,
so
really
such
amazing.
Consistency between the members as well. It's fantastic to see. But there you go. There's Carl right in the middle of that.
Yep. And Rene Earhart.
Doing well.
Yeah,
and Rene's also been outstanding, hasn't he?
Yeah, he rounds out the top 5.
Droughts. Yeah.
Only 12 points back to Rene. There's nothing in it in that class. Then the AM class, which is currently led by Chris Dixon, 597. He's 31 points ahead of Anthony Hilton. Pete can't count. And then Arnaud Chenonnier, who had such a good race last week, he has 538. Fiona,
and he's got the same across both.
Yeah, he's not got drop week on his name, that's why. Yeah, and nor does Anthony Hilton, to be fair. And then Fiona Siddons in 4th, rocking it on 530, just 8 points behind Arno. And then David Ayres, our reigning champion of AM, is on 483, and in 5th place rounds out the top 5.
Fantastic.
It is. All the championships this season are hot to trot. They are very, very close, including this one. So this is the team championship. Result X Pure Sims, 2,129 points. Team Chimera, not that far away at all. 22 points behind. That is nothing. That is nothing. If you remember last season, Alan, Geodesic Racing had gone at this point. They had already kind of won it halfway through the season. This season, it is tighter than a submarine door.
Yes, and of course, put Hydra Race further down the field. They split their talent up a little bit, but taking in new drivers, a different face to them this season.
Very much so, yeah. And we hope that continues.
Well, it makes it really interesting, doesn't it? But Team Chimera are doing great, aren't they, with Simon back in the fold?
They are. Right, let's have a look at driver of the meeting. Logan McKenzie is head and shoulders above everybody else. I think I keep voting for him, Alan. Pete Van Gool is in 2nd, Daniel Mills in 3rd, and Chris. They are all tied down to Jamie Jeffrey in 9th for 2nd place technically. So we won't go through the alphabetical order of those ones. And then your Sir Alan's Safe Driver Award, currently led by Logan McKenzie. Not only is he fast, he's very, very safe. Same for Martin Shirley, sat behind him, and then David Danza. He's stealthed his way into this one, in my opinion, because he's had quiet races, really. He's got.
He's keeping his nose clean, though. Otherwise, he won't be so well up that board.
No. I was just looking for him in the standings, but he's not there. We've got no Spencer this evening. I think he was saying he was already busy. And then look at that, Chris Dixon in 4th. That's brilliant from an AM-class driver to be that high up these standings.
Well, Andy's been driving so well because he's leading the AMs, isn't he?
He is. He's
been right in the thick of it.
Showing him how to do it at the moment, which is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Chris Dixon. Right, so back to what we've got going on here. So these guys are now going to go out on a 15-minute qualifying session, folks. Oh, the chat is miles ahead of where I'm at with it. I'll catch up with that shortly. We have 28 drivers in this evening. Naveed was only he was 500ths faster than Stephen Walker in practice. There was literally nothing in it at all to separate them. Here is Stephen Walker. Where is Naveed? Naveed is there was Stephen flashing his lights, thank you. And there's Naveed just ahead of him, actually, on track. With the Geo paint on. He is in Hydra Race Geodesic Racing White with Sam Blees. The other team is Matt Flannery. Is Matt Flannery here? Yes, there it is. And he is usually partnered with Spencer, but Spencer's not here this evening. This is one of his drop weeks. Donuts has turned up. Hey party people. Hello Jenny. Jenny Sandman's on. I think these are the Cutting Corny fan club, Alan.
Right, it's great, isn't it? They've got the fan club.
Oh, someone's
well
hearts.
Done to them.
Someone's doing hearts and celebrations. I have to compete with them. Hearts. Celebrate. I'm going to do smiley faces too. They'll not beat me. Right, I have everything 100% but can't hear. Oh, can't hear me. Right, let me see if I can't hear. Oh, I can hear me. I've just turned to no. You're breaking his speakers apparently, Alan, which is brilliant. That's what you live for. That's what you live for.
Yes. I've been breaking speakers for all my adult life.
Get in, can't get better than that. Oh, I've just broken my own speakers. Right, so Marco's gonna have to sort himself out there. Also got in Corny TCR, but not TCR anymore. What? Jenny's just confused me. Hey Kurt. Oh, right. Right, there's all sorts going on in that. There's people chatting to each other in that, which is brilliant, isn't it? That's what we want.
I think that's awesome. A nice little community in our chat room on a Wednesday night. I think that's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It's a real compliment to the drivers. And
really
it shows
is.
real passion on behalf of the people who are supporting them, and you can't help but love that.
No, not at all. Let me see if I can get a track map up. Let me see if I can get the battle box up from when they do start putting times in. So 15 minutes, folks, and just to remind you, we are back to the format of a 20-minute sprint race where there's no pit stop required. They're on 30% fuel. They get one fast repair. And what else do I need to tell you? That's about it. That is determined on this qualifying session, 15 minutes with qualifying. Then we got a 5-minute interlude where I was hoping to play the video for the ATC Championship, but I needed to be given the privileges to download their video, which I will do next time. But ATC is the Alpha Touring Championship that Logan runs with one of his buddies that I've now suddenly forgotten the name of, even though I was only talking to him yesterday. Good grief. I am terrible with names. What's this? You want to talk about it on the stream? Okay. Right. I'm going to have to sort.
Yeah, why are you so quiet on the stream? I don't understand it.
I don't know. My microphone. I'm nearly eating my microphone now.
Yes.
I wonder.
You sound just the same as usual to me, so
Okay.
it's a bit cute.
And I've just
Peculiar.
checked which one it is, so it's the right microphone. I don't know. We're going to have to just work with it. Let's see if it recovers later on. So, what was I talking about? No idea. Oh, we're going to do a lap in anger now. Who should we choose? Who do you want to go on board with, Alan?
Who have we got out there? You could go,
Well, everybody right now.
anybody.
Let's go with Jamie Jeffrey for a change. Right, let's grab his on board. There we go. Where
He
is
always
he?
just
Where is
tied
he
your
on track?
laps.
Oh, he's on the back straight at the minute, so we're about to head towards the chicane.
Should have some heat in his tyres as well by now.
Yeah, well, a chicane. He will have got himself up to speed here. So we're heading towards this little kink here, and then the next turn is the last one on track. It's very sharp. That's pit lane off to the left there, folks. We're going to tuck it in here, very tight. Run out to the left, not too far. There is an off track out there somewhere. And then back through the gears, up towards this quite heavy braking zone, to be fair, into this left-hander, which takes you through a little chicane, and it cuts back on you. A little bit of turning right to turn left, nicely controlled. That looks like an out-of-control and wild Stephen Walker ahead. Keeps that very nicely down to the apex there. That was lush.
Smooth, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Goodness.
that was nice. And then an equally tight left-hander that keeps going forever. It feels like you just want to get back on the gas and you can't. Don't ever get over-enthusiastic on the gas in these cars. Down here towards this next one, which is a fourth gear that you hold and then drop mid-straight, do you, at this last little bit here, into third and then second, and then hold the inside here on this forever right-hander. And then up to hit the what is known as the chicane. It's even called the chicane. It's a nice series of corners, this. A bit too much curb there for my liking. That sausage curb really puts your car out of position. And then you head down this back straight here. Your next one's going to be an open chicane. This is where we joined him. You can hold it in... Oh, he's gone to third. I was going to say hold it in fourth. That shows you what I know. And then back on the gas out of this open chicane into this kink. Drops again into third, holding those revs high, and then he's gained on that car in front, in my opinion. And then up and over the stripe for a lap. Let's see where he positions the car. He was in 12th. He's moved up to 9th.
Yeah, it's a nice lap, very nice lap. Showed
was.
you how it can be done. It was very smooth. Just shows you no adjustments, readjustments on the steering. Everything was tidy. No adjustments on the accelerator. Everything was just perfectly placed. It was sweet.
It was. Lots of Cutting Corny fans on the chat. Your highest ranked driver at the minute is Rene Earhart. He is rocking 8th position right now. There's a few Pro-Am class cars behind him. Jamie Jeffrey, who we were on board with, being one of them, and multiple previous champions, Simon Trendle, as well. The Veloster, I think, is going to do well round here. I get that feeling.
Yes.
I think it
likes the twisty track, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. No, Mr. Haddington here. Oh, he has. He's just.
Right, Carly's here. I'm
No,
sure Carly's
he's
here.
just joined. Or is
I
he
saw him
joined a
before.
while ago? Oh, did you see him before? Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
Well, I saw him in the chat, I should say. I didn't see him on the track.
Oh, right, okay. He was either here already or has just joined. He has swapped to the Veloster. Mid-season, sorry. So no
Oh,
penalties.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how he gets on. That's exciting.
Yeah. Here's another associate of yours, Alan.
Hi, Rog.
Mr. Roger Morton. At the minute, he's got some work to do. He's in 16th place. Dietmar Hoos, a Cutting Corny TCR team car, in the position ahead of him. He'll want to move as far up as he can. Both of them will. Dietmar's going to struggle if he's in the pits, and that's Rene that's just appeared in pit road behind him. A 5-minute interlude between the 20-minute sprint race that I've already described and the 40-minute feature race, which will require a pit stop.
And the reverse grid.
Very, very good point. 15th place earns you the pole position for the second race. So everybody will be watching with eager eyes as to who ends up in that position. The top 15 are reversed, so the winner ends up in 15th place. Our current leader of this session of qualifying is Naveed Hussain. He is mega fast. Hopefully his fan club are on, Laura and co. I might have actually remembered a name correctly there, Alan. Who knows?
I'm glad I'm sitting down. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah. Agustin Fernandez says hello from Argentina, Alan.
Oh, my word.
And he is...
Welcome, Gus. Oh, that's
Yeah.
Augustine. Fantastic. Argentina. That's a jolly long way from here.
It is. Yeah, I think you get
You're
wet.
very welcome, my friend.
I think you get wet a couple of times if you try and walk there.
Wow, yeah.
But yeah, he is shouting for his friend Sam Blees. Multiple
Sam's
champion.
got a fan in Argentina.
Well, he's got one fan, Alan. It just
Well,
happens
he's
to
got
be
two.
in Argentina. Brilliant.
I'm a bit of a Sam fan. Can't help it, can I?
No, I mean it's.
I mean, how can you? No,
No,
he's
no.
just awesome driver,
He's trying to get
multiple
himself.
champion,
Yeah.
and not his best season ever this season, but he's had some misfortune.
He has. He's got collected a few times, hasn't he?
You can never write Sam off.
No. Well, welcome, Augustine. Sorry, I said that completely wrong. Ah, Laura is here. Hey, excellent. Naveed's fan club has arrived on the chat, which is excellent. There he is.
Well, he's doing very well, isn't he?
He is. He is currently 900ths of a second faster than Stephen Walker, who is currently 0.2 of a second faster than Logan round a lap. But that is changing on a lap-by-lap basis, as you'd expect, as tyres get warmer. The track temperature is good for us today, 32 degrees. As I said at the start, pit lane exit there, look at that on the outside of that right-hand turn. It's going to be an interesting pit lane exchange. Who is also up in the dizzy heights? Daniel Mills. I did say I think he might be in the wrong championship, and I think he is. He's in 4. He's got the 4th fastest car, but I did also say that I think this track will favour the Veloster, and that's what he's in, Alan.
Yes. Well, he certainly knows how to make it work, and he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, these guys.
He's been getting some really great point scoring races, haven't they? The team has
they
been
have.
outstanding.
It's been sensational. He's on an outlap, so he's heating the tyres, so we're not going to watch that too much because he's not doing a lap in anger. Pete Newman, 6th place. We've seen him win races before, regularly actually. He will be wanting to move forward quite rapidly if he can do. The Pro-Ams seem to be sorting themselves out now, Alan. So look at where. I've just heard someone's engine explode.
Ouch.
I don't know who that was, but I heard it. Where is Stefan? He's in the pits. At the minute, he's 3rd in class. He's done a fantastic lap in that Audi. Jamie Wilson's doing well tonight, 11th. He's also in the pits at the moment. And we have 3 minutes left of this session. So anybody greyed out on your timing tower is unlikely to rejoin the track. David Ayres is currently the top top Am class driver. in this qualifying session with Anthony Hilton behind him. And
that's been so tight, hasn't it, Pete? They've been so tight down the bottom, racing so hard.
It's been very, very close all season. Jura Larkinen is usually not as low in the standings as he currently is. I'm trying to find him. Is he in? He's in the pits. So he's not going to improve on his time now. I think he'd have wanted to have started a bit more north of that. As Martin Shirley does a little bit of pit lane practice, and that is about as lethal as it is, Alan.
Yeah, it's
a good demonstration there, sadly, from Martin about what can go wrong with a pit lane entry.
Well, crikey, it's like a picnic tour, isn't it? It's like going out for a run out on a Sunday afternoon, going to the pits here.
Yeah, it's
But yes, the people who control it well, because it's an important phase. It's an important phase of the main race.
Yeah, the longer the pit lane either entry or full pit lane entry time, the more respect you have to give it, right? Because it's going to massively impact your race. So we are 1 minute away now from going racing in our sprint race. Who else have I missed on the chat? I've already spoken about Kurt, about Marco, about Jenny, about Laura, about Cutting Corney in general. Anthony Jacobson we've already spoken to. Chris Jackson we've already mentioned. Or is it Mary? Or is it Logan? Or is it Ella? Who knows who in the Jackson family that could be. It'd be funny or good and entertaining to have him join us for TCRs, really, wouldn't it? See if he can do what he does in V8s in a front wheel drive car.
It would certainly be an interesting matchup, but yes, I'm not sure how enjoyable it would be for the first couple of laps.
Yeah. Where is our current leader of AM class? Here he is. That looks tidy. That looked very nice.
Chris was scooting through, wasn't he? But at the times, look at the times between him and Andy and Fee. They're locked together there. There's very little in between these three, and the rivalry is delicious.
It is. We're going to ride on board with him. That's a lot of lock on that wheel. He needs to get the back. Right, that's the end of that section as well. Right, we're going racing. Right, let's get back to here and do a bit of this. It's going to pop up now. Right, so you're. I need to do when somebody joins the grid.
Please wait, mate. We're racing.
Yes, we are. It's not dead. Right, let me do this. Extend gridding. There we go. Right, Naveed Hussain will lead the field away tonight for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Laura is going to be very happy. Not his biggest fan, or were you the biggest fan?
He'll be happy with that,
the biggest fan? I can't remember. Stephen Walker will join him on the front row. Nothing behind him. Look at that, Alan. 1.5 tenths behind him. Logan McKinsey will go off third for Sim Racing Grid with Daniel Mills. Wow, what a qualifying from you for RD Simsport in fourth. Sam Blees for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing White in fifth. Pete Newman for Result X Pure Sims in sixth. Oh, I need to do names, don't I? Simon Trendle in seventh. I'll go for it. Team Chimera. Jamie Jeffrey in eighth for Coupes and Convertibles Racing. Carl Hardy in ninth for Safeguard by Result. Rene Earhart in 10th for Cutting Corney TCR team. 11th will be Stefan. Nice qualifying for VTS Esports. Martin Shirley 12th for RD Simsport. 13th will be Jamie Wilson for Team Chimera. Matthias Schultz will go off 14th for Tits Performance. 15th will be Dietmar Hoos for Cutting Corney TCR team. Collective roar from the crowd. Roger Morton will go off 16th for Safeguard by Result. Christopher Smith will go off 17th for RD Simsport. Pete Van Gool will go off 18th for Result X Pure Sims. 19th will be Chris Needham for Air Smart Racing. Matt Flannery 20th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. David Ayres off 21st for Safeguard by Result with Anthony Hilton off 22nd for Mellow Motorsport. Jura Larkinen will go off 23rd. Chris Dixon will go off 24th for Work Guard. 25th will be, can't find it, Andy Littler. Hey, welcome back for Work Guard. Fiona Siddons, another Work Guard driver in 26th. 27th will be Jason Kylie Haddington. 28th will be Harry George for Intercontinental Sim Racing. And then Kasper Smirnov will join us. At the back of the grid, just joined for 29th for Apex One. He's our new sign-up.
Yes, well done. He's turned up in the nick of time.
He really is in the nick of time. And only just as well. Stop flashing your lights, all of you. This is a big grid.
We're going racing. Sight.
And we are away. Right. Naveed got a mega launch. That was massive. As did Daniel Mills.
The start is absolutely so important.
It is.
It's so important in this race.
Oh,
You
wow.
need to get away clean.
Logan has mugged Stephen Walker. Logan's in second, and Stephen Walker is going to suffer here to the hands of Daniel Mills as well.
Wow.
So that... Oh, it's a crowded house back here. Look at this. Good grief. There's a lot going on. And they are exchanging positions towards the back here.
Oh, what's happening? We got. Is that our new friend? Because I don't
know
recognize that car.
Where's he gone? Where is he?
Trying to the back there in that purple and white.
No, he's purple and white. Is Jason?
Is that Jason? Oh, crikey!
Casper is in the council colours.
Oh, is he in the council colours? Right.
Yeah. Oh, there's an overtake here. Christopher Smith on Roger. He's done that. And he's made it work. That Audi is good round here.
Yes.
Well done.
Well, it's certainly got a lot of lift. We've ascertained that, haven't we? Because it's got this straight line speed. It's fantastic, and we've got some decent straights here where it can actually cash in.
Yeah, hopefully. Silas
This is a very congested track. It's exactly what we're expecting.
Yeah, this is it's a wonderful track for this kind of racing. Hopefully Silas is watching, and Stefan's doing well so far, holding his position. Anthony Hilton under mega pressure and or applying mega pressure.
Calm, because there's a lot of close driving going on, and wow, it's exciting stuff. The adrenaline will be flowing.
Yeah, well, right at the front here, Naveed has got himself a bit of daylight between him and Logan. Stephen has gone with Logan.
Stephen's got his third place.
Naveed, he's screwed up the first corner. Or got a slowdown on the last corner. I don't know which it is at the minute, but he's about to surrender, is he? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Or I don't know. Because after this... Oh, Naveed's lost the back end. Oh,
he's loose on the back end there. So he's on these cars especially.
Oh, dear. Pass me a nail file before I chew these things off. Right. Oh, this is a
exciting
six-car
stuff.
train. We need a track map. We need a battle box.
A bit of shuffling about at the front, but this is all good because it's stopping anybody making that break and getting away.
Yeah, and Naveed finds himself in second with the super fast Stephen Walker breathing down his neck.
I've seen your track map.
What? Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Goodness me. It's compressed.
I know. There's all one number, aren't they, really? Right, let's have a look at this. So David Ayres, is he overtaking there? Yes, he is overtaking Matt Flannery, or is he? No, he's under pressure from Matt Flannery, I should say.
Yeah, that's a battle. How are you going to call that one? I don't
know. It's a bit rough and ready at the minute back here. Right, we're going to go to the front again. This is now Naveed's least favourite corner, I think. Turn 1.
Oh, it's a wicked old turn, isn't it? It goes on for an hour.
Yeah. You have to rewind your watch halfway around it. Right, what was that? That was Rene Earhart putting pressure here on Pete Newman, and he's going to get... Ooh, I thought he was going to get it done. He bailed out. Pete Newman said, "You're not having that. I'm slamming that door fully shut in your face." And that's exactly what he did. Daniel Mills, he's doing all right here, you know.
Well, yeah, this track, you know, it squashes the cars together.
Yeah, Daniel Mills, great in qualifying. Can he deliver in a race format, do you think?
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely sure he can, because
emphatic.
We've seen him do some fantastic driving already in very competitive circumstances.
Yeah, I think this is Chris Needham going round the outside of Harry George. I'm
That's
not sure.
Chris, isn't it? In the yellow, red, and with his yellow highlights.
It is. He is a previous champion of this series in GT4 when we used to share the track with TCRs and GT4s. Daniel Mills under pressure here from Simon Trendle. That's not someone you want to be pressured by, is it? Because he's just mega fast.
It's not something I've had the experience of, because he just goes by me like I'm invisible.
Is that Naveed in third? Oh, hang on. We're going to have to watch something here because... Oh, that was skidding tyres, I heard. Oh, I think it was Andy Littler. Oh, it was, yeah. We'll assume that was so he could get out of the way of the field. I think it probably was, to be fair. Right, how did Stephen Walker pass Navid?
He's lost a lot of time. That's not like him to lose that much time so early in the race.
Laura O'Connor needs to go on. Oh, he nearly got into the back of Logan. That's why. Right.
Oh, Stephen won't miss a chance like that. You see the way he was in there like a ferret down a pipe.
He was. So.
Yeah, so
Laura,
Navid's having a bit of a rough time, isn't he? We've had a couple of minor errors.
Yeah, Laura needs to go and have a word with him. She's his race director, I'm assuming. You know.
You don't need to make much of a mistake to lose a place with this lot.
No.
They're sharp, aren't they? Very sharp bunch.
There's Chris Needham. He's hunted down a Chris Dixon. Chris
is really doing a very good job to defend against, because Mr. Needham's a very fine driver.
That was a multi-21 just executed with David Ayres and Roger, I think. Or was it? No, this is competitive, this.
Yeah, no, these won't.
No.
Certainly not. They'll be racing, I can assure you.
Right, let's go and have a look at our new driver, Kasper Smirnov. He is new to the league. And he's racing hard. He's up 8 places, but he did start dead motherless last. So we can expect.
Yeah, he's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing very well. I'm assured he's got a paint that he's going to upload at some point in the future. Logan has got no gap at the front here. This is the front pack, folks. That's Logan, Stephen, Navid, Sam. Daniel Mills is still holding his own very, very nicely. So he's living up to your expectations. This is a bit of a mess now. This could go any way. We're nearly 3 wide.
Oh.
Stefan has just dropped a few positions. And he's about to try and wrestle one back from Pete Van Gool. And this is...
It's Chris Smith. Is Chris Smith in there as well?
He is, just behind it.
This, he's in really fine company. These guys are some drivers.
They are, yeah. Pro-Am is probably one of the most highly competitive.
Was there a little nudge there between those two?
I don't know. I think they were just both trying to get through a chicane when there's only room for one through that chicane, really. Somebody needed to lift. Yeah. There's Jura Larkinen making his way through. That was Kasper Smirnov defending that position. He was actually defending it. He'd already taken it miles back, but right, let's go and have another look at the front here. So the charge is led still by Logan McKinsey. Doesn't look fazed by the fact that he's got Stephen Walker behind him and Navid behind him.
No, he's got great nerve. This is a very tense position. I mean, you're going to look in your mirror and there's a barrage, an array of incredible talent, all smiling. But yes,
Laura says she thinks she jinxed it. I don't think you jinxed it. You just need to go in there and have a serious word in his ear, along the lines of, "It's the right pedal," or something like that.
He probably knows what it is, I suspect. I just think it's
cold tyres.
Look how fast they're going.
I know that Audi has been infamous for years for not getting its tyres up to temperature as fast as some of the other cars. I expect he will have it done soon, as Jura Larkinen puts plenty of pressure onto the back of Anthony Hilton's car here. David Ayres, I don't know what you've been eating, but you are miles into the Pro-Am class.
He's flying,
isn't he? What's that about? Is it?
How many places has he made since the start? Because he seems like he's well
4.
Up.
That's pretty good. 4's more than anybody else apart from Kasper Smirnov.
Oh, he's well into the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, that was an overtake behind there, which I've just nearly missed. Or nearly it was, and now it probably will be, because that Honda is usually quite... Oh, it's next is a right-hander though, isn't it? So he's on the wrong side. And look at this. Ex-champion Chris Needham sniffing for it and getting it.
Oh, he's
not getting it.
There. Oh, crikey, that's so close. Exciting driving. Exciting racing.
Amazing racing from all the way down the field. Bearing in mind, we are looking at the fight for 22nd. Right, back at the front here. It looks like it did a minute ago, Alan. Nobody has blinked.
No, but nobody's making any mistakes, are they, to create
No.
opportunities? And that's the difficulty here. If people keep that line and occupy that line, it's very hard to get past them.
It amazes me, right, that people can drive this close to the car in front. Let's just stay with this just for a minute. And there's no contact. The confidence that they've got in each other, not yet. The confidence that they have in each other is remarkable. It really is.
Yes. It's why I'm not out there doing this, because it would be misplaced. The confidence, that is.
Yeah.
But they do have a lot of confidence in each other, and it's because they've earned it. They've earned this trust within each other. They know each other's driving. They know why they're here. They're here to race and compete as well as they can, and in a gentlemanly manner. And when you get a bunch of people who have of that mindset, then you're going to get competitive, close racing, but exciting racing as well.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think this is going to be a last lap effort. I think Stephen will know that if he actually tries anything right now, he's just going to... Oh, no, maybe not. He's just going to open the door for Naveed to do something.
Yes, well, Naveed's obviously very interested, isn't he? He's not to be content with that third position. He wants to be further up the podium.
Yeah, Stefan.
He's letting everybody know about it as well.
Yeah, Stefan's giving PVG some serious grief here.
Yeah, and that's just a big tick for Stefan. It shows you how well he's driving.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he's a couple of positions down from his start, but I don't think that'll phase him. He just loves racing. He loves racing that Audi for a start. Right, what else is going on? A bit further back, at the back of this little, not that far back, Pete. Here with Pete Newman and Simon Trendle. This is starting to come to a boil. This is, what is this? This is 7 deep for first place, Alan.
Yes, they've kind of self-selected, haven't they?
Yeah.
Just slightly started to part company with Carl.
No, Carl is catching.
Well,
Carl's
he's catching, right?
Yeah.
Right. There's a gap anyway.
He's bringing Rene Earhart from Cutting Corney.
If
Jamie.
he's closing that gap, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I do think they're stacking each other up, that front group.
Yes, well, it's unavoidable when you're so close together, isn't it?
Yeah, because you've got no free room, have you?
No. He doesn't want to let anybody by. He's being very, very careful about his car placement. But, you've got to maintain your pace because we know how good they are at finding that half a car length and zipping by out of nowhere.
I know. I wonder if I've got a
he's
curb.
doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I've got a curb cam on this track.
Ooh,
No, not got a curb cam. Sad times.
Shame.
Right, so Matthias finds himself in a bit of a dead zone. He's got a second behind him and 2 seconds in front of him.
But he's right in the middle of the field. I think you can be pretty happy with where he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's in his start position. He's not lost or gained the entire race, which is good in a field as strong as this. We are going to go back to the front though, because this is now where the closest racing is anyway. It is remarkably exciting to watch these guys. Simon Trendle now giving Daniel Mills some serious things to think about. Corny on the chat there.
Cole's nearly caught them and closed that gap.
Yeah.
Right? He's holding another whole echelon behind him. And I've got Jamie at the back of that as well.
Yes, we have. Jamie Jeffrey. Jamie Wilson is just a couple of cars behind as well, which is what I was going to say. What's going on here? Daniel Mills.
I can see him I can see them in the distance.
Right,
but they're not that far away, considering at the end of the race nearly.
Exactly. Simon Trendle just decided.
No.
So Daniel Mills and Pete Newman off the racetrack.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's the first really major off we've had.
I know.
Disappointing.
Let's have a look at that from a little bit further back. Oh, we're going to end up over the line in a second. So maybe I should have looked at this later. Oh, Daniel Mills was out of control. Simon got down the inside of him. He got that move done, and then I think there was contact here.
Oh,
Or is it
no.
the next corner? Next corner, sorry.
Side by side.
Yeah, Simon Trundle was clear of the whole thing. And then there's the contact, just in the background. And then the other cars managed to scoot through. So it's just a racing incident. Nothing nefarious in that.
Touch. Just the slightest touch. But an unfortunate consequence, actually.
Right, everything's changed. I looked away for 4 seconds and everything changed.
Okay.
Navid is leading.
We've got plenty of time. Yeah. We've got time. We have.
And they've extended it by 1 lap. This is now the last lap. Is it?
Are you sure?
No, it's not. No, it's not. We've got 4 minutes yet. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh, there goes.
Oh, yeah. That was Stephen.
Stephen's got off.
Yes, he has. Oh, we're going to have to review about 6 hours worth of footage.
Oh, goodness.
Right, let's go back to this.
Let's see how Navid got in front.
Well, there's a bit of door banging here. I don't know why Logan ended up behind these two, given the fact that they're busy fighting at this point. Has Logan overcooked it?
We shall see.
Or has Logan been missiled by someone? So that's how Navid got through.
Stephen pulled out of that one.
Yeah. This was some way back, mind.
He just lifted and...
There was a nice overtake in the end. It was robust. We'll call it robust. And then Navid did not want to wait. So whatever happened just ahead of us.
Oh, he's going.
Whoa, and he's.
It's quick. Oh.
One little tap.
Oh, my word.
Another little tap.
Oh.
A reminder, I think that was. That was a reminder to say, please don't do that. And then Logan was a bit out of shape, and this is where we joined it. Right, okay, so that's how Navid managed his way to the front, we'll call that. More battling further back. Oh, and Simon Trundle has managed to promote himself here into 3rd place with all that going on. Putting some serious pressure on at Sam Blease as Navid has got himself the biggest lead we've seen the entire race, 2.3 seconds.
Yes. I think it was obviously been slightly held up.
Yeah, he's got his paint scheme's changed, I think, on Navid's car. He's got a bit of grey on it. He's got a bit of white on it. He's got a bit of purple on it and some silver.
It's feeling a bit sorry for Logan. He seems to have suffered out of that.
Yeah,
after such a strong race and doing so well at the front there.
I know. He got some
points. He did do well.
Yeah, points for leading laps, and he gave Navid a little tap to say, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Rene Earhart here, the furthest forward of the cutting corny cars. Although Dietmar Hoos back here in 13th, is that? Yeah. It's 2 positions up from his start position, which is good.
Yes, well, especially on this track, to actually make any places at all is quite a big action. It's hard to get by. It's hard to get by. It doesn't matter where you're on the field. We've seen how difficult it is.
Simon Trundle with a very forceful but very controlled move. Here we are, last lap, folks. Last lap. This is where I thought we were 4 minutes ago.
That was superb car control by Simon
and Sam. Sam could have easily misjudged the turning.
It takes 2 to do that.
It does. But Sam might keep this. Oh no!
Yeah, well, they're very experienced racing together, so they'll know exactly how far they can take it.
Oh, and Logan's in on the game now as well. And look at that, Carl Hardy, your captain.
Come on, Carl. No, I'm not going to.
No favouritism here, folks. Come on, Carl.
No, just a
I sniffed it.
Restoring snow.
Yeah. Right, so through we go. Simon Trundle's got that bit done. Now Sam Blease has got Logan to fend off. And Logan will want to get back to nearer where he was. He started 3rd. He's now currently in 4th, but he's been up to 1st, and he's going to want to sort that out. Meanwhile, look at the lead that Navid has got. He's 4 seconds ahead.
Yeah, he checked out. It was clearly being held up, but
Stephen
This is
Walker.
a fine demonstration of pace because there's nothing to hold these other chaps back.
No, Stephen Walker's making his way backwards quite quickly. Although he was off track, so it's probably more to do with that. And he's off track a little bit again there. Ooh, I thought he was going to cut across the front of Jamie Jeffrey, and he has done.
Oh, I wonder if he's
Oh,
got a bit of a suspension bottle
yeah.
or something.
I think that was a bit of maybe frustration from Stephen as everybody comes roaring across the line there.
Wow, what a race!
I know. Drama at the end, masses and masses of
Yes.
drama at the end. I don't think
Oh, he hasn't finished yet. They're still,
No.
still.
David Ayres ahead of Christopher Smith there.
Yeah, he's a happy boy, and who can blame him? Look where he is. Fantastic, 17th position. Well done, David.
Casper
Well done,
Smirnoff.
Mr. Smith. Yeah, really, they're doing great. Mr. Smirnov, wow, what a drive. Do you think that's a now or a nav? Smirnov? Or a
Smirnov, I
Smirnov?
think, yeah.
Smirnov.
He's over the line, 9 places up from where he started, so a good
Fantastic
outing.
drive by him.
Yeah.
Fantastic drive.
Very good.
So, where are you going to put him? Is he in the Pro-Ams?
He's in Pro-Am, yeah.
Right, that looks like a good place.
It does.
Looks like you spotted him nicely, actually.
Yeah.
Well done.
Right,
You're good at that, aren't you? You're really good at it.
Everybody's got skills. I've yet to find mine. Right, where are we up to?
Oh, I found you one.
Here comes Kylie. He's going to be the last car over the line.
Oh, yes, there we are. Look at that. Can
Is
see
he-
their logo now.
Yeah.
They're smart forever. Come on, Kylie.
Yeah. He is new to the car again. He's returned to the Veloster, so he's got to get used to doing that instead of the Elantra. So nice work there. Well done, Kylie. Right, let's have a look at this. Why are we on 11th? Because I pressed the button too many times. Right, Navid ended up winning by, well, it says on there, 0.1 of a second. Not sure about that, to be honest. Maybe I missed something else, Alan. Stephen Walker finished in second, and on over the line and a podium place, which means that something was going on with Simon Trendle.
Yes.
Was Logan McKinsey for Sim Racing Grid. Daniel Mills oh no, what? Yeah, no, that's qualifying. I'm reading the wrong one, Alan. Good grief, that's why it doesn't make any
look anything
sense.
like right to me.
Good grief, I am terrible at this game. You wouldn't have thought I've been doing this for 10 years. Right, let's try again, shall we? So Naveed Hussain finished first. I'm waiting for everybody on the chat to go, you're reading the qualifying. Naveed Hussain finished first by 4.4 seconds. That's more like it, isn't it? For Hydro Geodesic Racing White. Simon Trendle finished second. I'll just cut that out when we go live, it's fine. Simon Trendle finished
Simon
second.
did a heck of a drive. He got in second place.
did.
Fantastic. Out of nowhere, really, at the back end of the race, wasn't it? And Sam as well. Brilliant. And Logan, crikey.
I know.
He had such a good drive. And he got bumped back a little bit at the end there, but he still did a fine drive to finish in fourth. I think that was competitive stuff.
It was. Hopefully he doesn't feel too hard done by with the bumps and the trading of paint. I'm sure he won't. It's TCRs, isn't it? It's part of the game.
Yeah.
Your first Pro-Am car over the line is your captain, Carl Hardy.
Yeah, I'm delighted to see that. Really, a fifth position in such a competitive race. It's a fine performance for Carl. Well done,
Remarkable,
matey.
actually, yeah. For Safeguard by result, Rene Earhart for Cutting Corny TCR team in second in class for Pro-Am and sixth on track. Martin Shirley finished in third in class, seventh on track for RD Simsport. And then Jamie Jeffrey finished in 8th. Jamie Wilson finished in 9th. Daniel Mills in 10th. He ended up not maintaining his lofty qualifying position. I think there was a bit of bumping and grinding, and he ended up coming together with someone else. Pete Newman, I think it was. Stephen Walker in 11th. Pete Newman in 12th for Spectre 6 and Result X Pure Sims, respectively. Dietmar Hoos finished 13th for Cutting Corny TCR team, with Matthias Schultz finishing 14th for Tits Performance. Stefan Goebel finishing 15th for VTS Esports, with PVG, Pete Van Gool in 16th for Result X Pure Sims. Your first AM class driver over the line was David Ayres for Safeguard by Results, so congratulations to you, David.
Fantastic
Yeah,
for
it
the
was.
result tonight. That's another great result performance. Well done, David.
And then we got Christopher Smith in 18th for RD Simsport. So let me move this along. If I can press the right buttons for a few times, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Matt Flannery finished 19th for Hydra Geodesic. Kasper Smirnov finished 20th for Apex 1 in his
Yeah,
first
well
race
done
with
to
us.
him.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
good effort. Roger Morton finished 21st for Safeguard. And then second in class, 22nd on track, Anthony Hilton finished for Mellow Motorsport. Chris Needham 23rd for Air Smart Racing. Jura Larkinen had a bit of a struggle streak there in 24th. Then third in class and 25th on track for Work Guard by result. Chris Dixon ahead of his teammate Fiona Siddons. And then Harry George in 27th for Intercontinental Sim Racing Group. Or ISRG, as you remember it from the last one, or ICSRG from earlier broadcasts. Kylie finished 28th, and last on track was Andy Littler. 2 laps down, classified 29th for Work Guard by result.
Finishing the race.
Yeah. Now,
2 laps down.
I'll just rewind and cut out the bit where I embarrass myself. It'll be fine, right? They can't hear me anyway. Or
Don't
Marco,
take the charm of our production away.
Yeah.
If we started getting everything right, people would wonder what's going on, and
I know.
they would wonder what you were on.
They'd have to pay more as well, wouldn't they? You know. Right, who's on track? Don't know because I've still got the other graphics showing. Right, there we go. Right, so
There were some great performances in that race.
there were some brilliant performances in that race. I think Chris Dixon was doing fantastically well. His car looked very, very good underneath him. The competitiveness of the front 7 or 8, or maybe even 10 drivers was remarkable, Alan.
Yeah, we had that lovely long train, didn't we, for such a long time?
Yeah.
And then Carl brought up another train later on in the race. It was, but yeah, the character of the course was well demonstrated.
It was. Oh, we're already through the.
And we're going to have 40 minutes of it now.
We are with a pit stop. Hopefully no crashes because we don't like them.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, we've got some absolute champion pit stoppers. It was smooth as silk, and everything just, it goes through, and they're just in and out like grease lightning. And then we've got clumsy clods like the way I do it, and it's all a bit fumbly, all a bit jerky, and you lose 2 or 3 seconds, and
Right.
you know, and you're not quite on the pace going out, or you get a black flag, or you know, there's so much pressure on these things.
There
It
is.
doesn't look pressure, you know, but you've got to get the best out of everything. You've got to get the approach into the pits right. You've got to get the stop right. You've got to get the release right. It's all of it is tense.
It is, and equally tense will be the start, which is led by Stefan. He finished 15th in the first race, so his gift for the second race is to pole it for VTS Esports. Right, I'm going to do names only. Matthias Schultz will join him on the front row. I should mention his team because it's Tit's performance on the front row. Third will be Dietmar Hoos for CCT. And Pete Newman will join him on the second row for Result X Pure Sims. Right, names only now. Stephen Walker will go off 5th. Daniel Mills off 6th. 7th will be Jamie Wilson. Jamie Jeffrey will go off 8th. Martin Shirley off 9th. Renee Earhart off 10th. Carl Hardy off 11th. Logan McKenzie off 12th. 13th will be Sam Blees with Simon Trendle off 14th. Naveed will go off 15th. PVG will go off 16th. David Ayres will go off 17th. Christopher Smith will go off 18th. Mark Flannery off 19th. 20th will be Kasper Smirnov. 21st will be Roger Morton. 22nd will be Anthony Hilton. 23rd will be Chris Needham. Jura Larkinen will go off 24th. 25th will be Chris Dixon. 26th will be Fiona. Harry George goes off 27th. Kylie goes off 28th. And 29th will be Andy Littler. Right. Let's go and find the front of this field.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Eye-watering. It makes you, even when you look away, it's still there. Right, let's go and find a better camera than that. Oh, look at that, Alan. That's a nice camera, isn't it?
I just think it's a gorgeous sight, and I love these large
David
field
Ayres.
grids. They just look fantastic, don't they?
Yeah, David Ayres has just been banned for
well,
most of his mortal existence.
he had such a great drive in the first race.
We're away. We're away. Lights are out. It held them for quite a long time. Let's see what happens with that.
But nobody jumped, which is
No,
really good news.
everyone was calm. There's a lot of shuffling in the middle pack. Everybody at the front is as they were. There's a few moving around here, which is Navid and co. Nobody's lost the front, nobody's lost the rear. Nice and
Tricky old
calm.
first corner. We just,
Deep
yeah,
breaths,
just need
deep
sensible
breaths.
heads on here, don't
Yeah,
we?
do. Don't let the blood get to your head just yet. Lads and lasses. Round the corners we go. Right, okay, let's see if we can start racing now. Anthony Hilton up 4 places from the start already.
Charlie's gone for a quick excursion
Has he?
back there.
Kylie gone.
Oh no, he's
he's
back on the
he's
end.
back, he's back.
Just going for a bit of excursion.
Yeah.
We're checking out the picnic facilities.
Oh, is that around the outside
Ooh.
there?
Is that Chris?
Christopher Smith. Oh, David Ayres.
Oh!
Exited stage left. Matt Flannery's waited.
Yeah, Matt wanted to wait.
He did, but David, I think, has said get going.
Yeah.
Oh, Jura Larkinen losing positions. No, gaining positions. It's Christopher Smith that's losing them. Sorry. Right, up here at towards the front, at least, we've got Jamie Jeffrey and Jamie Wilson. How many times have we seen these two on the same bit of tarmac, confusing me by both being called the same thing?
Well, they're both fine drivers and they both got pace, so that they spend time together on track.
Yes. Right, let's get you a track map up, folks, so that you can see that everybody is on the same little bit of tarmac. You can see it visually anyway. As they all go piling into turn 1, Navid's least favourite corner as of the first race.
Somebody who's off the back. Who's that off the back?
Off the back,
No,
Harry.
Is it Harry?
Oh no, he's out. It must have been
Oh.
David Ayres. It's David Ayres off the back. He got ejected.
How did he
didn't
get? Oh goodness.
Oh,
Oh, Kylie's in the pits.
yes, he is. Harry George is leaving the pits, so there's obviously been something going on. Hopefully they didn't join with quali fuel, because that's just annoying when I do that. Simon Trendle is now on the boot lid of Navid.
Well, Simon's obviously got great pace around here. He kept that under wraps and just carefully managed to put himself way up the podium out of nowhere. Really, it was a fine, subtle piece of driving. But then when he put it down at the end, he wasn't taking any prisoners, was he?
No, he wasn't. Some things to note here. Matthias Schultz doing a good job of keeping Daniel Mills behind him right now. We saw how fast Daniel was last race. His finishing position did not represent his pace. Everybody piling into the back of each other-ish behind. But Pete Newman is leading this race by we can call it whopping 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Steve
He
Walker.
was about fourth, wasn't he? Didn't he start fourth?
Yeah,
on
he
the
did.
grid?
Yeah. Well, good
We
observation
have,
skills.
He's got a bit of a track record with getting away at the front of these races as Pete. You need to be careful, chaps.
Yeah, he does well when he gets out there, doesn't he?
He's a great front runner, is Pete. And he can maintain a considerable pace. Now, we've seen him be pulled in. We've seen really great drivers be able to pull him in 10th by 10th, but you don't want to let him get too far away.
No. Can't get any closer than this.
And of course, Spencer is the one who's been these great fight backs against his lead and trying to pull him in, but he's not here tonight, so
No, he's not.
we'll be looking for I don't know. We've got there. We've got Stephen will be having a say in this, won't he? Of course.
Yes. Oh, what's that? Why is Jamie Wilson going backwards so fast? Because he's in the barrier.
Oh no.
Right, let's have a look
Oh,
at what
that
happened.
looks serious. That looks serious.
It says he just went off track. I don't believe that.
He doesn't just go off track.
He's putting pressure here on the back of Daniel Mills at this point, anyway. Or he was. Oh, no, he has. Oh,
He
wow.
got turned on that curb.
Yes, he did. And that has absolutely mullered that
Trashed
left
his
front.
car.
Yeah, that has destroyed it.
Wow.
That's very
You didn't
sad.
see many like that, did you?
No,
He
not
was
at all.
a total passenger.
And
He was a total passenger in that.
Yeah, very rare to see it from Jamie Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, I do want to say anything. Anybody could have done it. I really
Ah,
don't
Carl
think.
Hardy out of shape and nearly losing a position. I mean, he's,
Well, we know he's going fast tonight. It's Carl.
yeah,
He was saying he didn't have his pace last week, but certainly he's got pace tonight.
Dietmar with a slowdown.
Oh, those new slowdowns are murder, aren't
They
they?
are
Goodness, have you
horrific.
seen them? Oh dear. They give you nothing.
No. Pete Newman checking out at the front, by the way. 2-second lead over Stefan Goebel, who's got the, well, we can call him Mighty. Mighty Lucky. Stephen Walker on his 6 and breathing down his neck. Stefan does well, doesn't he? He's good at car position.
Great, isn't he?
He is brilliant.
Yeah, he's doing great. And, you know, what a loyal supporter of this league.
He's been here, I think, every season. There's only Jamie Wilson that's driven more races in our leagues than Stefan.
Right, it's fantastic. That kind of loyalty is a wonderful thing, and he's just such. Well, he's a fantastic driver. He's become a better driver over the years.
Yes. This is a bit messy here. So this is Rene Earhart. In fact, the bit in front is messy too now. So from Dietmar back, this is going to get muddy. It's 3-0. Oh, well done. Well done, Martin Shirley.
That was classy, that was.
Yeah, it's not going to
when the works out, but oh my word.
Yeah. That was a recovery. No, he's gone. He's gone. Martin Shirley. The recovery was... It must have heated his tyres so much that he just could not control it. And who's that leaving? It looked like he was leaving pit lane. Oh, it was Jamie Wilson, of course. He was leaving pit lane because his car was destroyed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, we'll watch that again because that was dramatic. We're going to watch it from here. I don't know what I'm going to see, folks, so just bear with me. Alright, so Matthias gets a bit of a nudge. Oh, we already lost him, have we? He was in the background. Just a minute. Let's have that again because we were.
I do him when it's not a replay bit. There's so much intimacy going on.
Oh, he rotated on his own. Yeah, he just went off on hot tyres. Right. Okay. So
that's 2 cars we've seen get one and go off, haven't we?
Yeah. Do exactly that.
In fact, Jamie's just coming out the pits from his car that did it.
Right. So Carl Hardy still ahead of Naveed with.
Well, that's fantastic. Keeping Naveed behind him is really great drive by Carl.
Well, it's 3 pies wide, that car, isn't it?
It needs to be.
Yeah. Dietmar doing well. Jamie Jeffrey.
Look at the gap here.
I know. Oh, Logan's gone to pit road. What lap are we on? Lap 6. It's the magic lap 6, Alan.
Oh, the smart guys are starting to come in then.
Yes.
Now. What position was Logan in before? Was he?
Do you know what? I'd love to have a clue on that, but I don't know. Where was he when he entered pit lane? He was ahead of Sam Blees. Right. So where is Sam in the standings currently? Sam is 12th, so he must have been in 11th. So he was in traffic and he decided to check out of the traffic. Now there's a danger with that, isn't there? Is the fact that you come out into slower traffic.
Into more traffic.
Yeah. Because the cars behind you are, in theory, slower than you. Right, so Stefan has had to give best to Stephen. And Stephen's checked out on Stefan. So Daniel Mills is Stefan's new racing buddy. And we know how fast Daniel is because he proved it in the first race. He is mega rapid. He just got into contact with Pete Newman.
Yeah, these all the Prime drivers who are still in the top 10 here are all doing fantastic drives. Yeah. They're competing against some top professional racers and they're holding their end up brilliantly.
Yeah, Carl's had to give best to Naveed there, and he's got 2 cutting corny cars about to try and relieve him of 7th place.
He won't want to give it up. He had a great drive in the first race. He's clearly got that car sorted and feeling nice. And he certainly wants to stay with Navid and take advantage of any tow.
Yeah.
That's going to make it hard. It should make it hard for the guys behind him.
Yeah.
Peter and Rene should struggle a little bit. But they're very fast drivers. You just don't know what to expect. And it only takes the slightest error, doesn't it?
Absolutely. We've got Cutting Corny saying, damn, that was a total off. And on this part, they are really fast. I'm not sure which bit. I think he's talking about into turn 1, which is where we're seeing a couple of exit stage left. Oh, what's going on here? Stefan and, excuse me, Daniel Mills.
Daniel.
Oh, that's...
Oh. Okay, so, yeah,
well,
upset.
Jamie Jeffrey is going to also
throw Jamie as well. Crack, he doesn't have to be asked twice, does he?
I don't think he even thought about it. He was just like, it's mine. I'm having it. So where on earth is Pete Newman? He's out here.
Yes, and he's got Stephen now. Now Stephen's keeping this lead under control and is closing it down slowly.
He is. He's lapping faster at the minute.
Yes. Well, if anybody's going to close this gap, it's Stephen.
Yeah. Keep your eye on the timing tower, folks, for the pits. I'm going to put you
There's
up.
other people behind them. Jamie could be bringing his presence to that. There's plenty of time for him to close this gap.
Yeah.
There is.
PVG
how's
is
his
on
lap
some
times
sort of
doing?
charge here. Sorry, what?
How's Jamie's lap times?
Jamie Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's in 4th,
Oh, there.
but there's a gap.
Jamie Jeffrey's lap times. He's doing, last lap was a 1:33.6. Everybody behind him was going a lot slower. And ahead of him were going a lot slower. Apart from Stephen Walker, who is pulling away. So Daniel Mills is working his way towards Jamie here.
He's not going to be dropping Jamie, though, is he?
No way. He's losing time to Jamie, hand over fist at the minute. By nearly a whole second last lap.
Yeah, this is exciting stuff. He's looking for the podium, of course, already.
Yes, we've just been called lovelies, by the way. So we've got a new favourite human.
Oh,
thank
you very much,
Nicola Jeffrey.
Nicola, you're awesome, but we already knew that.
Yeah. Navid's to the pit road. That's a high or a heavy hitter. Nice pit lane.
Wow.
Nice pit stop. Like that. That was good. We'll see where he re-emerges.
Steer.
I know. Apparently it's just left and right, you know. What the hell? So Chris Needham doing a fantastic job in this race, up 11 places. Yes, there's pit stops in that, but he and Anthony Hilton are absolutely thrashing it out, and he's gonna get Anthony. The next turn is to the right, though, folks. So I think
He's doing a great job, isn't he?
Yeah, Anthony's bolted. Oh no, it's not. It's to the left. I thought it was somewhere else on the track.
Whoa!
Nice overtake. That was lovely. That was textbook stuff.
You don't mind if somebody's going to get by you with a beautiful piece of timing and a burst of pace.
No, he stopped it on the apex afterwards and got a shove for his efforts.
His trouble.
Yeah.
Probably ran out of steam.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, PVG has now got Kasper Smirnov behind him.
Now, Casper's really showing his stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, into the top 10. Hopefully somebody told him that there was a pit stop involved. Hopefully he read the rules. Navid has come out on the boot lid of Simon Trendle, with Sam Blees going sideways. Do you see that just then? He was sliding sideways through that corner.
Well, this is the formidable trio if this lot get together. And who was that just in front as well?
That was Logan. So this is going to get good, this.
As well. Yeah.
A whole load of cars in pit road. Sorry, a whole load.
Oh, it's Pete.
Pete, Stefan, Anthony, Jura, Matt Flannery. They've all decided that now is the best time. Let's go back to where we were, because here we are coming around the last turn. I remember doing a V8 race where we were doing exactly this. Kept looking at who was going in pit road, and then everybody was sailing past them on the track. And I'm sure that Marco Nemela had something significant to do with that, but he'll tell me if he's still watching. Right, so at the very front of this race, the lead is down to nothing at all. Pete Newman has been caught. He had a 2-second lead at one point, but the super lucky Stephen Walker.
Yeah, how did he looked all up? He looked all those fast lap times. You see, he got really lucky with those fast lap times.
All
It was
of
amazing. Them. They must have just been laying on the lap, and he just came along and picked them up.
All 10 laps were lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, Logan has got Andy Littler here.
Oh,
and Naveed is bearing down.
Intimate touching there.
So this is getting a bit hairy now. This is Sam has caught with Stefan as well. Stefan does the sensible thing and says, "Not my fight, Gov. Off you go." Kasper Smirnov into pit road for his scheduled stop. Let's go back to that.
Go back to that
racing,
because I'm not sure this is settled yet.
Andy Littler is still the head of this group.
And is being a very determined road blocker.
He is.
He's not letting anybody by if they've got to get by him. He's not going to let them go.
It's quite quick in a straight line as well.
Yeah.
Round the outside.
Here we go.
Right.
There you go. You see, he picks his, he just chooses his moments. Sensibly lets people by.
This is for position, don't forget, because he's not yet pitted and everybody around him has. So they've got to bear that in mind just as much as he has to pick his battles.
There they go.
They're all through now, pretty much. Just Stefan in Sam Blease's toe just there.
And he'll not want to give it away to Stefan.
No.
But he'll certainly be happy to pop in and see if he can hang on. Let's hope he can hang on. Come on, Andy.
Yeah, he'll stay in that toe if he can.
Stick in there. See if you can make that toe work. This is great stuff.
Oh, we just missed an overtake. So
Stephen's gone by. Pete.
Yeah.
Pete was saying thank you very much for overtaking me so sweetly.
I don't think he was. Let's see what happened here, because there's a bit of daylight between the two of them. This is for the lead of the race, obviously.
Is he allowed to have a Oh, what?
Slow down.
Oh.
So that was unexpected.
Yes, nobody expects to slow down.
No, we don't. And that's why he was flashing, I think. Oh, why can't I get back to live racing? I can, yes. It wouldn't let me do it for a minute.
Right. It looks very similar. Hello, what's happening here?
Sam Blease is closing in on the back of Simon Trendle.
Oh, come on, Sam, you're doing great here.
They are both losing time to Logan.
Really?
Yeah, Logan's pulling away from them at the minute, and Naveed as well. Naveed is the furthest forward of the pitted cars. You can see that in your timing towers on the left, folks. Lap 8 was when Naveed pitted. Logan has got older tyres than everybody around him. No, he hasn't, because they don't change tyres. Idiot. He pitted before them. There we go.
Now, some people have been changing front tyres, haven't they?
Have they really?
Didn't I see I saw a car up on Jack's earlier. I don't know if they're still doing it. Maybe not in these, but it would have been in the endurance race, I expect.
Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, they have to in that one. So PVG and Kasper Smirnov both have pitted, and this is all racing for position.
Kasper's doing fantastic for his first race. He's doing himself a huge pile of good here. This is another really great racer who's found the league, and we can't have too many of those.
Yeah, we keep missing these passes for the lead. So Pete Newman has regained it, and I think it's been repaid in the same manner. So Stephen Walker.
Oh, always looks like it's half wrecked with those black bits.
Yeah. Straight through with a slowdown for Stephen.
Don't you think so? It didn't always look like it's a big problem that's gone.
Totally agree with you. Oh, here we go. Naveed has found Fiona on track. And Fiona understands that that's not her race, and gets out of the gas. PVG still giving pressure here to Casper, but Casper, that's nice car position actually. No erratic movements, holding a line which was defensive.
No, well, this is he's certainly impressed me an awful lot. This
It's good.
young man coming here, and this is a very intense league. There's some fantastic racers, and to come and hold your end up and race as confidently as this gentleman has done tonight is most impressive.
Yep. Very impressed with him myself. Right, at the front, it's still going on, these two. I don't know how much they've slowed each other down with all of this. Yes, they've got slowed down, so they would have been slowed down anyway, but I don't know. You've got to look back and say where is Naveed, where is Logan, where is Simon in relation to these two? Because they've got to pit the car unless, for some reason, they are saving fuel to a ridiculous extreme, which I doubt very much.
It didn't look like it, did it?
No. Fiona's pit road, so she's out of the equation now.
So has Daniel got to? Daniel needs fuel as well.
Daniel needs to pit the car, yes. As does Jamie and everybody back to David Ayres.
Ah. So, yeah, that's good. That's quite a significant bunch of cars to go then.
It really is. 10 cars, yeah. There's lots of them yet to visit. Still got loads of people watching the stream, so that's good. It means we haven't bored anybody.
Well, I mean, there's never a dull moment when you're pressing the buttons, Pete.
No,
because you never quite know what's going to happen.
Well, no, because I don't know that it's the right button to press. That's why.
Well, no, but that's that delightful element of uncertainty that makes these, such a delicious watch.
Just after the halfway point, folks.
If you want, if you want accuracy, speed of commentary, and devastating insight, go to Apex.
Yeah, sell their leagues. I was watching one the other day, and I didn't find it terribly exciting. I just didn't. I just thought it was a bit beige. But for those people that like beige, sorry.
Lindy Beige likes beige.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He does. In fact, he wears beige all the time.
Right.
In a monotonous stream of beige. Have you seen Lindy Beige?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Matthias Schultz is in a bit of a brutal little sandwich here. Ooh, look at that. Casper Smirnov. That is a nice, opportunistic dive on the inside, which wasn't a send. That was very nicely controlled, actually.
No, the guy can drive. He can drive with aplomb.
Yeah.
He's fitting in here like a hand in a glove.
Well, he was.
Oh, hello, welcome to the league.
Yeah, straighten him up.
Oh.
So that's Matthias. Where's he gone? Casper. Back to racing.
Go on, Casper.
I think that's what you call commentator's curse.
Yes.
So
your curse is almighty.
Mine are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Naveed leads Logan by 3 seconds, and that's what 3 seconds looks like on this track.
Oh.
Right, it's quite a lot of track, actually.
Look at those three.
I know, yeah.
Go get a room, heaven's
sake.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. He couldn't throw a small tissue over them and get any extra around them.
They're very obviously like each other a lot.
Oh, of course, yeah. We did say
perhaps they're testing each other's underarm deodorant.
Yeah. This is a bit of inappropriate touching that's going on here. Logan must be like, can people stop trying to steal my paint? If you want this colour car, paint it yourself.
Yeah. Well, I guess he's not finding it a tedious business tonight.
No, not at all. No, he turned up for a race, and a race is what he got, isn't it?
Well,
Stefan.
He got the punch up to go with it too,
Yeah.
so he's a lucky man. So you get
Stefan's
added bonus. Stefan's doing great here.
Loving this from Stefan. I'd love to know where he's going to end up once everybody else pits, because he's not that far off these super fast guys, which makes me confident that he's going to get a really good finishing position.
He's got those nice straights. He's got all that lift on this car, and this car, I think, is not a bad track for the Audi.
No, and this little war is still going on. Matthias. Matthias with Casper with Andy Littler. Andy's
Oh,
still to pit.
crikey.
Yeah. Just ahead of them, there's just as good a battle, to be honest. Pete Van Gool, Roger Morton, and Christopher Smith.
Yeah. No, these are all great drivers.
I know.
We're just spoiled for choice, aren't we?
I know. But I don't.
All these 3-car battles, they're just fantastic. It's like having a great trio, power trio on a stage. You just can't go wrong.
And then can't really look away from these three at the minute, because we saw this same trio plus others in the previous race, and it got a bit tasty towards the end.
Well, that's quite a target to try and keep up with. Steph's doing really well.
He is, and he's doing it really. Honestly, you're right. He's keeping with them. He's not dropping them at all. His times are, well, 1/10 slower last lap. 1/10. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Casper and Co doing? So Casper's overtaken Andy Littler, who still owes us a pit stop, so he's out of sequence, but he's certainly giving them a race.
He will try and take the car as light as he can and get as long as he can. There's
Wow, right round the outside from Casper Smirnov.
He hasn't got a tactical advantage to pit any sooner than absolutely on air. Of course, you can get it wrong doing that.
You can.
Involves a bit of pushing and gasping for air.
Stephen Walker has just got past Pete Newman again.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Well, I don't think these two have finished, have they?
No, this is going to go on for a while. Cal Hardy to pit road. Oh, right. So Pete Newman sent it on himself. Is the best way to describe that one. And opened the door, really, for Stephen. I mean, that was lucky for Stephen, wasn't it, that he did that? Pure luck. Just, that's all he gets. No skill involved, is there?
No, goodness, that's the last thing.
I mean,
but Stephen would never claim it, of course.
No, who needs skill when you've got luck?
Yeah. Look at that, see? Now,
where is
can
Chris
he make
Dixon?
a gap? Because this looks to me like he's trying to make a serious attempt. He's got 13 minutes. Is that a bit early if he's trying to make a definitive gap? But he seems to have his foot down to me.
Who's that, Stephen?
Yes.
Yeah, he's decided he wants to gun it now.
Yes.
Maybe he's lining up for a pit stop and he doesn't want anybody near him. I know that there's a lot of drivers like that, including me. I just usually pit several laps after.
He's definitely got his foot down.
Yeah.
Pete's having to try very hard to keep up with him at the moment.
This has been a good battle. Matt Flannery and Anthony Hilton. We had it earlier. We got it again. That was Andy Littler leaving pit road, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Fiona. Sorry.
So Andy's in the pits, though.
He is. Andy's gone to pit road. So we're waiting now for the top 7 cars to pit. Stephen Walker, Pete Newman, Daniel Mills, Jamie Jeffrey, Renee, Dietmar, Chris, and that's it. They are the cars to pit. Matt Flannery, Anthony Hilton, this is still going on.
Yes.
Hopefully they're enjoying this.
Yeah, well, they're at it, and Chris is just trying to catch up with them.
Yes, he is. He's not that far off, if I'm being honest. This is a nice tidy drive from Chris Dixon.
Yeah, it's doing very well. It's nice to see.
Dietmar Hoos has gone to pit road, split with his teammate on strategy. There goes Fiona. Here is Renee. Gone out for another lap ahead of his teammate.
Dietmar was just in the pits. What was he doing?
Just pitting the car.
For the official stop, nothing nasty.
No, nothing nefarious or unusual. Stephen Walker now leads by 1.3 seconds over Pete Newman, who has 6 seconds nearly. 6 seconds over Daniel Mills.
That's pits. Pete's gone to the pits, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Good eyes, that man. I wasn't watching that at all. Why has it got Fiona down as crashed? Is that because she just stopped to keep out of someone's way? I bet it is. Let's just check in with Fiona.
What's that with Fish? 16 plus 16 at the back.
Yeah,
And Jamie's right at the back as well.
Jamie's at the back because he mullered the car. Martin's at the back because he mullered his car in exactly the same way as Jamie
Yes,
did.
they had to go and then get their fast repair, didn't
They
they?
did, yeah. The chances are they'll have to pit again, I think. Right, that was the end of the fuel because everybody else is in, apart from the solar powered, and it's all pure luck, of course, Stephen Walker.
So he's been having this incredibly intense battle at the front of the race, which he's managed to get in front, and then he managed to pull a gap from Pete Newman, which is no easy thing.
No.
And now he's doing it with no fuel.
Pretty much, yeah. Pete Newman has come out after his pit stop in second place, which is where he pitted from, which means that Naveed is behind him, and he's behind him by 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
Good grief. Right.
Yeah, well, yes, but that's...
Is that enough? You've got to ask yourself it, haven't you? Because Naveed can munch up time pretty quick.
Yeah. We've still got 10 minutes.
I know.
9 minutes. That's
What's
a
that?
lot of,
1.15 seconds per lap.
maybe that's asking a bit much.
Do you reckon? I don't know. I'm already concerned as race leader Stephen Walker joins pit road. Now, how much did he have in the tank? Was he saving enough fuel that he could undercut Pete Newman? Where is Pete Newman? He's not stuck. I'm not going to say that word. In fact, he's not anymore. He was maybe delayed a little. Certainly not now. Where is Stephen? Stephen's moving.
Stephen's moving. Here comes Pete.
Where's Naveed?
Oh.
There's Naveed behind Jamie Wilson. Stephen Walker's going to get out ahead, is he? Yes, he is.
Yes.
This is it. This is critical for the race. How lucky is that?
Look at that. That's beautiful.
I've never seen luck work so well. Daniel Mills, 4th place, Alan.
Brilliant. He's just had an outstanding evening.
He has.
He was great in the first race.
He was until he got a bit of over intimacy. He shouldn't have finished 10th, in my opinion, in the first one. This, I hope, is going to be justification. There's Jamie Jeffrey in 5th. That is a nice drive.
Fantastic. Yeah, he's just quietly kept doing fast laps, and that's all you need to do.
I had to wipe my eyeballs then because I saw Kyle Hardy was ahead of both Simon Trendle and Logan McKenzie, and then I saw Sam Blees and thought, what's going on here? Why is the league upside down?
Just don't question it. Just accept it. So just
roll with it. Roll with the punches. Roll.
It's the changing of the forces of nature.
Alino Kerr, good evening to you. I think he's another Cutting Corny fan. And they're chatting with him, and Tony Walker's joined the chat. So
well, just in time to see Stephen get really lucky.
Yeah. The luck is just oozing out tonight. It's ridiculous. Just for everybody's benefit, we are not going to be doing an epic series of interviews tonight. Neither of our bladders can take it anymore, so we're gonna we're gonna keep everybody lean and clean and keep it brief, and probably have to disappoint the odd person. We need our lives, so that's what we're gonna do. Right, so Stephen Walker leads this race now by 2 seconds. 2 seconds. From Pete Newman and Naveed Hussain, who's got a couple of cars between him and Pete Newman.
Andy was keeping his car out of the way there. Nice driving by Andy.
Yeah.
Got his head on and seeing what's happening.
He's got Martin
Good
Shirley.
race awareness.
He's got Martin Shirley for company, and this is for position. So there's no reason for Andy Littler to get out of the way.
No, he won't be getting the blue flag.
No blue flags in this one. Chris Dixon and David Ayres.
Chris and David going at it. This is great.
Current reigning AM champion David Ayres, and current leader of AM.
Current leader of the AMs, Chris. Oh, crikey!
Bit shaky
it's
on that. But
stuff.
I know. Yeah. This is a bit mental. This is Jura Larkinen leading from Anthony Hilton Anthony Hilton is currently the leading AM car in the race. And then Matt Flannery, who would love for them to give him both those positions.
Yes. Well, he's in the right place to pick them if anybody drops the ball.
Absolutely. Lovely lines from all three of them through there. That was very tidy. I like that.
Tell you what's tidy is Stevens taking 2.5 seconds out of Pete now.
God, he has, yeah.
That's stunning driving.
Isn't it?
Because Pete's really good at this maintaining high lap
Anthony
times.
Hilton. What are you drinking? Because I need just a shot glass worth.
Oh.
And he's done it round the outside. Very tidy. That is an AM class driver going around the outside of a Pro-Am driver. Very nice, Anthony Hilton.
Oh, awesome stuff.
And you can
It
see...
doesn't matter where you look, 19th on the field, 19th.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely locked together in fantastic battle.
It is. That was... you can see the gap from Anthony back to David Ayres, because we just demonstrated it's an entire start-finish straight. Just to put it in perspective, Steve Walker in the Pro leads Pete Newman and Navid. Daniel Mills in Pro-Am leads Carl Hardy and Stefan, who's having a brilliant race in my opinion. And Anthony Hilton leads David Ayres and Chris Dixon for AM class.
Yes, fantastic. And David's just getting the advantage of Chris at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, he's kind of broken himself a gap. Oh, Simon Trendle and Logan going at it, and really going at it. Logan's trying to hold him to the left-hand side of the track, right, as you look at it. And all that's doing is bringing Sam Blees into the picture.
Sam's looking interested.
This is the Elantra League, apparently.
Oh, look at this. He's trying to get on the inside. He knows the short way round as Sam. Oh, crikey. This is great driving by Simon as well to keep him at bay. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Pete, honestly, that's just... goodness me.
That's why I stay quiet. I don't say anything. Don't breathe. Carl Hardy, a couple of cars in front of this pairing, is thinking, go on, keep fighting, because at the minute, I'm getting away.
Oh.
Ah! Oh. Simon's gone deep into that corner, and Sam Blees has got underneath him, and he's got that done. Can Simon snap back? If anybody can, Simon can. Matthias Schultz has just been overtaken by Chris Needham. Further back.
Wow. Cars are going through there like grease lightning. It's awesome. What a spectacle.
Happened? Renee then. Renee came around that last corner going so slow.
Oh, I hope he's
Maybe
all
I
right.
slow down. Maybe I slow down. This is getting mad here as well. So this is Roger leading from Christopher Smith, leading from PVG.
What a battle. God, these are fantastic drivers. They're just going on at it. I mean, they'd be away, wouldn't they? 9 out of 10 races, they would be at the front and gone.
I know.
This is awesome stuff.
This isn't going away. Logan may well have got a bit of a gap, but I don't think he's where he wanted to be in this race. Because this is 7th place.
He's put on a great performance. I think he's had to really work for everything he's got tonight.
Yeah, I think these 3 cars, Logan, Sam and Simon, have been in the thick of too many battles in this 40-minute race, and it's slowed them down too much. Hence why Stephen and Pete Newman are so far up the road, and Navid, to be fair. So there's Simon, there, Stephen, there's Pete, there's Navid. Then we've got Daniel Mills.
Dan doing a fantastic drive.
And he's in no danger because Jamie Jeffrey is all the way back here, 5 seconds behind him. That's all sorted unless someone makes...
Jamie?
Don't know. Something's gone on with tactics here, and I am too stupid to understand it. So, what pie has he been eating? Says Tony Walker for Carl Hardy.
Yes. It was the same in the first race, Tony.
He was quick in the first race, yes. He was good. He did well. He did really well. think he finished in
Yeah,
like
sixth, didn't he? Wasn't he sixth?
something like that. Yeah, because
Third
when it
race.
reversed, he ended up in like ninth or something. So
Fantastic driving. He's had a really sparkling evening.
Andy Littler's going to get a fiver given to him there because Carl Hardy's just been let go, but Logan's now bearing... Ooh, Logan lost his rear end going round turn 1 and Simon's on him. Sorry, Sam is on him now.
Oh, this is a competitive trio, isn't it?
It is.
Wow. You don't know how to call it with these. You just don't know.
I mean...
How can you? Who's going to win it? You just don't know.
You'd be
Just
forgiven
don't know
if you
who's
were...
going to get it.
No, you'd be forgiven if you thought you were watching the lead of the race because these three are usually right up there. But
Yeah.
this is for 6th place. 7th place, 7th. Soon to be 6th. I don't know how much resistance Andy Littler's going to provide to his captain, the car ahead.
He's trying.
He's trying. He's staying on the racing line, which is what he should do. Other cars have to get around him. As Logan is about to demonstrate. And Sam. Oh, he's come off the gas, so Andy's let him go. He only got blue flags anyway.
Yeah, they got blue flags for that. Just waiting for a straight bit of track so it can be done safely.
Yeah, and that's what he did. So good effort. Right, so no movement at the very, very front. There's still battles everywhere at the moment. So there's Chris Needham and Matthias Schultz. Chris Needham passed him a little. Oh, what's going on here? What has happened? Why am I not seeing a Jamie Jeffrey?
Black and white flags.
Oh yeah, we're finished. Oh god, I am so bad at this. Somebody find a good commentator, will you? A good cameraman even.
I think it's awesome.
Do you really?
I do, honestly. I think it's awesome. We're so into the race.
I know. Shocking, isn't it? Tony Walker, they're
So
finished.
try not to be fair to give everybody a shot of the camera. We just,
I know. Thanks for that, T. Stating the obvious award goes to T. Deary me.
Oh, awesome. Well, what a race that was. Goodness me. No wonder we're worn out, Pete.
I know. Honestly, I do get so into the race that it's the finish. I just don't want it to happen because everybody's still battling and stuff. Oh well.
Absolute thriller.
It was brilliant. Some fantastic battles, some great overtakes in that. A lot of trading paint in that, which is what we expected from Oschersleben.
Yes.
It's just good to see these guys in the thick of it, enjoying themselves racing, to be honest. I didn't see anything naughty at all. It was all good stuff.
There was contacts plenty, but it was all out from just pure hard racing.
It was. Laura's busy laughing at me because I've not managed to catch the end of the race.
That's the racing.
Who cares about the end? Right, wrong one. Right, here we go. Let's try and find us a finishing order as cars come to pit road. Right, so Stephen Walker took the top spot in tonight's feature race for Spectre 6. Pete Newman finished second and got himself some great points for his team, Result X Pure Sims, who were leading that championship, in second place. And Naveed Hussain got himself to third place in the end for Geodesic Racing. I think he probably wants to understand where he couldn't get on terms with the top two. I think he's going to do a bit of analysis there. Laura, who was laughing at me, will be able to give him some, mentorship and things like that. Help Naveed understand. Daniel Mills finished top of his class in fourth place and brought home some brilliant points for RD Simsport. Jamie Jeffrey in fifth for Coupes and Convertibles Racing with Carl Hardy second in class. Sixth on track for Safeguard by Result. Standout performance, really. Not quite as good as Daniel Mills' performance, but still exemplary, being that far into Am. Sorry. Sorry. Oh God, into Pro. Deary me.
Well, I think just how well they've done is just reflected by how the Pro-Am are chocked together there. Look at that. But these two have managed to spring out from that very tight block and right in the middle of the pro races on the 40-minute race on a track like this. I think that's outstanding.
I think it is as well. I think there may be a couple of votes around there. I don't know about you. Logan McKinsey finished 7th for Sim Racing Grid. Sam Blees in 8th for Hydro Race Geodesic Racing. Simon Trendle finished 9th for Team Chimera. And then 3rd in class and 10th overall, Stefan Goebel for VTS Esports. He's had a great night. Rene Earhart finished in 11th for Cutting Corny. TCR team ahead of his teammate Dietmar Hoos. 13th was Roger Morton. 14th was for Safeguard by result. Pete Van Gool finished in 14th for result X Pure Sims. Christopher Smith for RD Simsport finished 15th. Kasper Smirnov finished in 16th place. How many positions was that ahead of where he started? 4, I think. Very good performance from him for Apex 1. Chris Needham finished 17th for Airsmart Racing. Matthias Schultz finished 18th for Tits Performance. Let me move this on. 19th was Anthony Hilton, the top AM-class driver for Mellow Motorsport. Matt Flannery finished 20th for Hydro Race Geodesic. And Jura Larkinen 21st. David Ayres finished 2nd in class, 22nd on track for Safeguard. Chris Dixon finished 23rd and 3rd in class for Workguard. Martin Shirley finished 24th for RD Simsport. Jamie Wilson finished 25th for Team Chimera. We saw both of them exit in stage left. Andrew Littler finished in 26th for Workguard, ahead of his teammate Fiona Siddons and Jason Haddington for Airsmart Racing. Oops, I've just pressed a button I shouldn't have done, and my screen's gone mental. And then Harry George, I don't think started. I don't think he had time in his life for this one. He has no laps on the board, so will not classify. What's going on? Rob Sutherland, 7th to 9th, fought and kept themselves away from higher positions. I agree with you, Rob, and I think you would agree with that as well, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
they fought too much is what he's saying, and what I agree with. I think that's right.
Oh, well, can you fight too much?
No, because you're having fun, right? Right, let's do a bit of this. Let's go and find a bit of this, and
It's not raining there either.
no, it's not raining there. No, is it raining where you are?
No, but nearly every track you go on these days, it seems to piss it down.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Not in this league, not just yet, anyway.
Your time will come, my dear.
I know, yeah. TCRs will eventually get it. It's funny that, isn't it, when you see them on the clutch and the wheels are spinning around on the start.
Yeah.
Always
Front wheel drive cars.
I know.
If the back wheels started spinning, I'd be more worried about it.
Well, yeah, you'd be brandishing the cheat card, wouldn't you? Right, okay, let's go and find somebody to talk to. And
Find somebody to talk to.
yeah.
Who's not in plaster.
Well, yeah. Let's bring in. Oh God, why am I doing so badly at these things tonight? Never mind. Let's bring in our race 1 winner and 3rd in the second race, Naveed Hussain. Good evening.
How's it going?
It's
Good.
going very well.
Naveed.
We need a new cameraman and a better broadcaster for Alan to be beside. But other than that, everything's going tickety-boo, tickety-boo. First race, you qualifying, very nice. Practice, very nice, and just a little bit faster than Stephen Walker, just enough to make a difference. You did extremely well. Is your car track combination working well for you here?
I would say the Audi isn't great here. I tested 3 of them. I tested the Veloster, the Honda, and the Audi this week, and I found on a setup shop setup the 3 cars, the Honda was a little bit quicker, and then the Veloster.
Yeah.
The Audi was lagging a little bit behind. It's just so many corners where you have to hold a lot of lock on, and it doesn't really
Right,
too much.
right, yes.
Mm.
I thought the
Okay.
straights might be making up for it a bit because we've got
Yeah.
some decent straights for it.
I mean, of course, any straight will make up. The Audi will make up a little bit of time on any straight, especially the initial acceleration phase. But yeah, I just worked on the setup as much as I could over the last 3 or 4 days. I ended up getting the Audi a decent amount faster than the setup shop setups, and I just took it from there. I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't want to spend changing too many things and then you don't know where you are. But I think I got a nice base for it in Motorsport, and I've just kind of worked on it from there. So Yeah, I was happy with the performance. I love the track. So yeah, it went well, so to speak. It didn't go too
Yeah.
bad.
No, you did drove briefly on the first race. I mean,
Yeah, it
you
wasn't
had to
great.
set the fast lap, and you set the fast lap, and you got away, and yeah, and then you had it was what a fight in that second race. What a battle it was for everybody.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
into a bit of a
certainly was.
brawl in that second one, didn't you? You got. Do you think that scrapping so much with them, whilst I'm sure you found it hilarious and entertaining, do you think it kind of disadvantaged you compared to Pete and Stephen, who had clear track, disappeared off down the road by 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah, well, starting 10 positions behind is never going to be.
Yeah, that might do it. That might do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I felt I got through the traffic as quick as I could without doing anything too silly. There was a few guys made mistakes on lap. I think it was like 9, 8, so maybe 7 or 8, and I ended up getting 3 or 4 positions. And then I had a bit of a gap to the car in front, so I just pushed as hard as I could to get up to that car. And before I caught him, I pit, just to not
to not get delayed.
not to get,
right. Yeah.
yeah, to not get delayed too much. And then when I came out, I was behind Logan and I was behind Simon, and Simon let me through really easy, thank you, Simon. And then Logan got a little bit of he got checked up by some guy, and
Yeah.
and I ended up getting by. I think if I hadn't have cleared Logan, then the race would have been quite different because it is so difficult to pass here. Yeah, I mean, there was at one stage, and that's the second phase after I pit, I was like, oh, maybe I could win this. But then once Pete and Stephen pit, it was like they were like 7 or 8 seconds ahead.
Yes.
Okay. I still pushed as hard as I could, but I couldn't
Yeah,
get there.
seeing you go off backwards again. Goodness, it's so exciting. It's been such an exciting night.
Yeah.
I bet you must know you've been in some racing. It must be sweaty in your pit. Goodness me. Everybody was having to work so hard, weren't they?
Yeah, it's really hot, especially with the VR headset. I'm sweating.
Oh, you're on VR. I'm surprised.
Yes.
Surprised your eyeballs haven't melted to little tiny walnuts.
Who said they haven't?
Well, Laura, your race engineer, is gonna give you a debrief, I think. And,
Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Like that.
Brilliant.
That's good. Road America is the next destination. I love it. I prefer it on endurance races, but is it a track that you favour? The Audi should go really well there, right? Because there's lots of point and squirt stuff.
It certainly will. I'm in Belgium over the weekend at the Grand Prix, so
Oh, nice.
and then I'm going to Brussels until Wednesday morning. So when I get back, I'll have had no time to practice. I'm still touch and go on whether I'll take part in the race.
Oh, okay.
It depends on how tired I am.
No.
I'll probably do it anyway. We'll see. Yeah, you know.
Someone of your caliber, no practice needed.
Enjoy the
a
racing
lot
as
of
well.
practice.
Enjoy,
a lot.
enjoy the Grand Prix and your journey. I hope it goes well and you have a good time.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd pretend to not be jealous, but I
I'll send you nice pictures.
yeah, just make it worse.
Nice one.
Thanks for that.
Some-
Yeah, great. I'm going to be at Croft on Sunday, getting probably rained on and piss wet through. Anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
I'd like to apologise to Logan for the race 1 when I made contact with him on the pass in the chicane. Yeah, that was a little bit ambitious of me. I'm also apologising to myself for completely losing it in turn 1, lap 2.
Oh yeah, we did see that. Yeah, I did say that was now your least favourite corner.
Oh, it certainly is. Yeah, it was eye-opening. And I'd like to thank you guys, of course, for the great coverage as usual, and my teammates, Sam and Matt, for turning up this week. They were great. And congratulations to Stephen on his win in the second race. Thanks. That's it.
Awesome stuff. It's been an exciting time, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you at Road America. If not, we fully understand, because what you've described that you're going to go and do is fantastic. Naveed Hussain, everybody.
Take care.
Well done, matey.
Right, next up, we're gonna. I'm not sure the booth can cope with the amount of luck that we're about to invite into
goodness.
it. You know.
Oh, that's a whole pile of luck just come into the booth.
huge,
There,
isn't
Who's
it?
that? Can that be?
And I don't know. It might be Stephen Walker. Good evening. Hola.
Hola.
Hola. So let me remind myself what happened in race 1, because I have no idea at the minute. I'm that bad. tonight. It's shocking how terrible I am this evening at everything.
Stephen, what a night you've had, mate. Goodness me.
Certainly eventful, wasn't it?
Yeah, race 1 wasn't it? I'm trying to find out where you finished. 11th.
11th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you got. Did you get turned? I can't fully remember. There was lots going on in that first race. Because qualifying was mint, right? You were only like 0.1 of a second or something behind Navid's time.
Well, just everything got messed up. So, I was on my second flying lap in the first part of qualifying, and then I can't remember who it was held up. I think it was Navid in front of me, and then just drove back onto the track after going really far off it, and just basically parked it in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was on my quick lap, so I had to quickly go out again. So I didn't have enough time to. After I did that run, I didn't have enough time to go back out again. I think there was only 3 minutes left, so I wouldn't have had. I would have got an out lap, and then that might have been one fast lap, but the tyres wouldn't have been where I needed them to be. It's always the second lap normally that's the better one. So,
right.
The fact that the track temp went up, so I thought I might be able to hold on to it, but Navid was just quickest this week.
Okay. Well, maybe there's something to discuss there. But then in the race, it didn't work out well for you, incident-wise, did it? Because you ended up. Did you get turned out of turn 1 or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, so I got a bad start and it put me down anyway, and then I was behind Logan and Navid, and I thought Navid was just going to drive off into the sunset, and then he made a mistake, and I think he might have got a slowdown or something like that, and then Logan got in front of him, and then he made another mistake, so I got in front of Navid, and I was trying so hard to find a way past Logan. It's just so difficult to overtake, and there's not much speed difference between us, so
no,
I was just
very similar.
I was just trying to not force something, but just try and get him into a mistake to get a gap, and then I think I tried that one too many times, and Navid got past me, and then he then got past Logan, so then I was trying to capitalize on that, and I managed to, which I think was a legit move. And then it just meant I was slow out of the corner all the way down the straight, which is not ideal. So Sam was on my outside, and I couldn't really move to the left anymore because Logan was there. So I think he let off, so we went into the first corner, and then Sam just caught the curbs and it bounced him into me.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I've got it in my head now. Yeah.
And then I came back out, I think 8th or 9th, and I finally got the run through in Jamie Jeffrey, and then as we're turning for the corner, because obviously I'm on the inside, I'm just delaying turning ever so slightly because I just can't turn yet.
There's a car there, isn't there? Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I'm going to hit all the curve and it's going to bounce me off and I'm going to get a slowdown or whatever. So, but as he turns to do that, just as I start to turn, it's just the back quarters eye racing together. It's happened like 3 times this season now. So it was just unfortunate. It wasn't really anyone's fault.
But then all your luck descended upon you for race 2, right? Because you ended up winning by 5 seconds. You getting a more advantageous starting position helped. And yourself and Pete Newman disappeared off into the merry sunset. Was the race determined by your start position, or was the race determined by your strategy?
It was where I started, because it's, like I say, it's so difficult to overtake around here, no matter who you're racing. You really have to set it up 3-4 corners before, and it's really difficult. So yeah, I think it took me a few laps to get past Stefan. Pete managed it almost straight away. And then I caught Pete, and then I just thought, I'm just going to save fuel unless he makes a mistake and I can go by. And then I think he either got a slowdown or he just let me go. So thanks either way if he did. But then the very start of the very next lap after that, I got a slowdown in the first corner. So I let him back past, and then I thought, well, I'll just keep saving the fuel again. So I was doing that, just hoping that hadn't cost me the chance to win. Obviously, with Naveed and Sam and Logan behind, I wasn't really paying attention because I was trying to just concentrate after everything that happened in the first race, keep my head down, stay out of trouble, and try and just capitalise on it.
Well, I think you did
Yeah,
that very,
going
very well.
crazy, racing really hard at the front of the race and saving bloody fuel.
I know.
It was awesome. It was great. You know, you were really quick. You pulled in. Pete had a couple of seconds on you. You pulled him in no time. But like you say, it's so hard to get by, isn't it? And like the gaps between the drivers, the top end, are just so close. People had to work so hard to get by anybody tonight.
It was difficult. It was fun, but it was difficult, and
it made a heck of a show, though, Steve. I've got to say, it was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, you'll enjoy the broadcast if nothing else. We go to Road America next week. Are you going to be with us? And do you still like that track?
Yeah, I'll be here. I'm not a good fan of it, really. I just think it's overrated, but I tend to do all right there. I'm not expecting to be anywhere near as quick as I have been in the last few weeks there.
Okay.
I think I'll be back to being anywhere between second and fifth, I think.
Well, if you're
I just don't really get on with it.
If you're disappointed by second to fifth, then I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I'd be elated to be anywhere there.
I just wanted to finish ahead of Logan. I think overall between both races, he's probably pipped me on points. I don't know about incident points or whatever. I can't imagine he got as many as I did in race one. Yeah, because I finished 11th and then won, and I think he finished third and seventh. So
I don't know. I think that might be close.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see it later on, but.
David Johansen's probably already sent me 25 messages, but
I'm surprised he hasn't already.
Yeah, absolutely. T was on the chat. Your fan club was on the chat. Don't know where Russ is. I think he's dead or something. Not sure. But maybe he'll be back for Road America. It's been very exciting watching you race tonight. Who do you want to shout out to?
Yeah, just you guys again, just for putting on a good show. Plenty of people still showing up. It's good. It's fun up and down the grid. It's still tight as always. Naveed for just keeping me honest with pace and stuff. Like, he was quicker this week. It was close, but he was quicker. And we had a really good official race yesterday. I was never more than 0.6 behind him the entire race.
Very nice.
So I was kind of hoping for the same in race one, but my start just cocked up the whole plan. So, I mean, it is what it is. And then, just my brother for literally being my race engineer and calming me down.
Awesome stuff. We hope that T will rejoin us at some point in the future, because he's a great racer himself. It's been fantastic watching you race tonight, and we hope to see you hopefully enjoying yourself in that Civic at Road America this time next week. Stephen Walker, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Hey, well done, Stephen.
Right, next we will bring in. Who shall we bring in? Hang on a minute. I need to find out who was in the first.
Bring in a great racer.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot of juice
from.
from.
A great racer. I'll just close my eyes and pick one.
Lucky dip.
Lucky dip. Why can't I select that? There we go. We're going to bring in the first race. In the first race, he finished in second place. In the second race, he finished in 9th place. Good evening to multiple previous champion Simon Trendle.
Not in TCR, that's the problem. You give me a gold belt.
Yeah.
In GT4.
I can include as many leagues as I like. It's my bleeding league, isn't it?
Yeah.
Simon Trendle.
Yes, and we're looking forward to adding your name to the victory rostrum in this league as well.
Yeah, I mean,
one at Navarra.
Yeah.
By fluke.
Don't get like Stephen Walker, please. Let's not have the lucky underpants business. We see skill when we spot it, and Stephen Walker's got plenty
I'm
of it.
seeing
And so
skill at
do
the
you.
moment because Jamie's going into a wall on the replay.
Brilliant.
He's going to love me pointing that out.
Splendid. That was a weird one. That was a Jay Corley-esque exit left.
I did it
from
on
Jay.
in practice
Did
as
you?
well. You go for the curve and it just lands wrong and the rear doesn't grip. And the way the rear wants to go is around to the front, and you go off into the barrier and the car gets wrecked.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked most peculiar. It did, didn't it?
Yeah, Martin Shirley did almost a carbon copy of it about 2 laps later or something like that. It's a funny one. But race 1, you qualified in, don't remember.
Poorly.
Was it poorly?
Sixth,
6th
I
or
think.
something, was it? Yeah.
7th, yeah.
7th, and made your way through the field into 2nd place, thanks to lots and lots going on in and around you. Stephen Walker getting pushed back, got car contact and off stage left. Pete Newman similarly. Jamie Jeffrey got roughed up along the way as well. There was a lot going on, and you managed to stay clear of it all and thread the needle to 2nd place.
Yep. So yeah, I think I was 7th. I don't think I gained. I might have gained 1 position off the line, and I was behind.
Logan? No.
No. He ended up having a slide and tangled with Pete Newman behind me. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. I should remember.
It was Daniel.
It was a Veloster. That was it.
Daniel Mills. Sorry.
Yeah, he made a mistake, so I got past him. Then they tangled, so that just left me on the back of the front pack, 5 cars, and they were just following them one by one for a whole race, and then decided to get exciting at the end of the race. And then obviously the kerfuffle happened at the
Yes, it did.
chicane at the first. And then I think Sam got damaged from that, so I managed to make a move from Sam, so I got 3rd up to 2nd, and that was impressive. I thought it was
Yeah. There was some. Yeah, it was a hard driving
luck.
move. There was some hard moves going down, weren't there? There was not a lot of room, and it's so hard to get by. So, people had to be forceful
Yes,
and
they did.
make a claim and make a statement. I'm here, and this is where I'm going.
And that put me back at 14th on the grid, and I was like, what the hell am I doing back here? This isn't right.
And then race 2, we're used to seeing the likes of yourself and Sam and now Logan making your way through the field very, very quickly, and you weren't able to do it here for some reason. You seem to be stagnated into that.
It's a really difficult track to pass on.
Right, okay.
You need the person front to make a mistake in the right place to have it. So yeah, we all pitted. The 3 of us pitted. Me, Sam, and Logan pitted quite early on. So we were following around. I wasn't fighting Logan. It's just he was having some other issue that he'll explain if you're going to talk to him.
Okay.
But that's why I caught him and then passed him. And then I was trying to drive off. I was trying to also just save a bit of the fuel because I ran out towards the line. Well, before the last corner actually, because it was that well timed. And yeah, so I was trying to pull away. I was trying to catch Carl as well, and then I just had a glitch and something just used up my GPU, and I just halved my FPS in VR, and that's not
No.
I probably, if I was on the broadcast at the time, I would have blinked out for about a couple of seconds, and then I would have come back, and then after that, I was stuck at 45 FPS until the end of the race, and that's why I went backwards because I couldn't fight people properly because I didn't know where they were. And it was just all stuttery. So I went back behind and I cruised into the race, unfortunately. Otherwise I could have held 7th maybe. But yeah,
Well, you're at good pace. There's certainly you found your pace in the car, haven't you? And it's very confident driving and handling. Well, I just think overall it was there wasn't a lot of room for anybody out there, and you did well with the space you had.
Yeah,
the technical thing is a real drag. It's a real drag, isn't it?
It's my first season back in the car. I am literally just turning up. Maybe like an hour or two of practice earlier in the week, but I am turning up and then just tweaking things to the setup. I'm trying to figure out what I like about tweaking the setup. So there's a lot of experimentation going on. So I did try something in the practice day and stuck with it in the race, and I don't know if it really works, but it seemed to work quite well. So maybe I'll stick with that going forward.
That's scary news for everybody else, Simon.
Yeah, I'd be worried if you just rocked up to a race with an hour or two as an hour or two.
I did like 45 minutes yesterday, and I've done the practice this afternoon. So that's all I've done. But tweaking, and we'll get there. And,
tweaking away.
I'm trying not to overdrive the car.
You're a dangerous tweaker, my friend. You're a dangerous tweaker.
Yep. Well, Road America awaits you this time next week. Hopefully, you're racing with us. It's certainly going to be a feast for me and Alan because when it's Road America, not is that a track you like or not?
I'm neutral on it.
Oh, second one
It-
tonight.
It'll, it'll,
Second
it'll be
one
really good
tonight.
in this. It
It's-
was really good in the V8s. So
Yeah, yeah.
I think my problem is with official racing in it is it attracts the draft-loving crowd who
I'm one of them. Excuse
wanna
me.
be- wanna be- who just are over-aggressive because they're
No, I'm
catching
not.
cars that they shouldn't really be catching if it
Yeah.
wasn't for the really long
It's the
straights.
only time we get to. Why would you take that away? Anyway, who would you like to thank before I let you go?
Everyone I was racing today because I was around a lot of people. I think it was good fun. Lots of 0x's, door banging, pumper banging. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
It's a bit frosty in the interview room. There's not many people today, so obviously a lot of people were a bit disappointed with the results. I think.
Right.
But-
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
there's always
I
next
say
week.
frosty. It's more quiet than frosty.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not its usual buzzing self in there. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe we'll have better luck next week.
Maybe, and we hope you do. It's always great to see you in our leagues. I'm going to say it again, multiple, because you've got more than one BSTV championship under your belt. Previous champion, Simon Trendle.
Cheers, guys.
Well done, mate.
Right, next one into the booth. We are going to speak to Logan, because now I want to find out what happened with Logan, because Simon said, Logan, that you had some sort of issue in the second race. What was going on?
Just had a technical wheel issue. It probably cost me 2 spots in the last race in the end.
Oh, right.
There was like for example, we came out of the pits, not to just jump in, but
No.
we came out of the pits behind Carl Hardy,
Yeah.
like less than a second off of him, and a couple laps prior to that, I had a lap where I was 3 seconds off my best time, 2 or 3 seconds off.
Right.
To give you an
okay.
idea of how much it was affecting me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I had 1 or 2 laps like that.
I mean, if you came out behind Carl Hardy anyway, you'd be like, "What on earth has happened? Have I,
Yeah.
have I ascended into space and then landed back on the track in the wrong place?" But yes, fair enough. First race, you finished in 4th, just outside of, and only just outside because I think you were separated by less than half a second from Sam. It proved to be looking like a very successful night. In the second race, you got stuck in a 3-way Tiswas with Sam Blees and Simon Trendle for basically the whole race.
Yeah. I'm way more angry about race 1 than race 2. Race 2 was a bunch of bad luck. Race 1, I should have won that race.
Is this
I'm-
is this Naveed's contactful overtake?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And he apologized to me for it, but he still gets to win the race and I don't. So I'm gonna, it. And he's. I mean, I'm not even that mad at him. It's. I mean, what happened after he passed me was more irritating anyway. So.
Okay. There's more to the
yeah.
story. Okay.
The first race was more of a. You race guys clean until they don't race you clean, and then, in the future, there will be less space given. The second race was just a collection of absolutely terrible luck. I had a bad start. The wheel issue happened.
Yeah.
At one point, we got stacked up, and I ran into the back of someone. I think it was lap 3, and that gave me wheel damage. So that was why I pitted the moment the pit window opened.
Okay. Because we were wondering, you don't normally pit so early in the race.
It's you're throwing away time basically.
Mhm.
It's never the correct option to pit that early, no matter how much traffic is slowing you up ahead. It's almost never the correct decision. So I knew that my race was over when I had to do that. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a big struggle out there. The Elantra feels like it's a bit behind the curve now. We're about 6 weeks into the season.
Yes.
And I'm starting to feel like on corner exits there's something that the Honda, Veloster, Audi guys have figured out in the setup side, or maybe the Elantra is just a bit slower. I don't know, but Yeah, it's been a struggle.
My
to find that pace.
my observation on that is that the Elantra is the average car. It's not got the highest top end. It's not the fastest through the corners. It has its tracks where it's going to be dominant, just like all the other cars do. But the Audi punches out corners super fast, and if you've got nice straight lines and you can squirt it to the other end of that straight line, then it's mighty. The Velocity's very, very rapid round corners and has a reasonable acceleration. The Honda turns beautifully, but it's not got the top speed, so when you put it on a track with nice big straights, it's going to get mugged. I think, I don't know whether the season's built up for the Elantra in terms of track choice, up to this point at least. The next track, Road America, should be a bit better. But we've already plugged ATC once tonight, or twice tonight actually. I do need access to your video because it was on a Google Drive that BSTV can't access, so you need to give me permissions. So that will be coming out next time. I tried it this week. I've got myself an OBS channel for it. But yeah, you know, anybody that wants another exciting race, this is the 19th of August.
It is the 19th, yeah.
See, I pay attention. Just not to the end of these races or whatever goes on in our own races. I pay attention to everything else in the world. But no, anybody wanting an American time slot race in TCRs, ATC is the league to go to. The video it embarrassed me when I watched it because it was just so much better than mine. But we'll skip straight over that when I do play it next week. It's gonna be. I don't know who does your videos, but that was brilliant. I aspire to do that.
I'm self-taught.
No way was that you. Oh my god. Anyway,
I do all the stuff for the league. So
well, yeah, I know.
It's usually my fault whether it's good or bad.
Well, mine is all bad because of me.
Yes,
Anyway,
we aspire to be less than appalling.
yes, less than appalling is good in our opinion. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go and start practice for Road America?
Shout out to David. You know, it was a good race up until the last bit of race 1, and I don't even really have that much ill will towards him over it. You know, he apologized. I'm good to go racing with him again. So shout out to him. He had crazy pace today. And shout out to Sam. We kind of languished together today. So
Yes.
I think we both might be hopping off the Elantra train if something doesn't change next season.
Right. Okay.
It's It's been a struggle. Hopefully the back half of the schedule works out, but if it doesn't, you may see the Elantra do numbers that the Honda was doing like a year and a half ago, you know, back when it was
Goodness.
not the preference.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Fair enough. No, that makes sense. Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you this time next week, racing at Road America with us. Hopefully with all the names that you just mentioned, because that's why we like watching this league. Logan McKinsey, everybody.
Thanks,
Well done,
guys.
Logan. Well done, matey. He did great tonight. It was
did.
rough and tumble, wasn't it? And he was,
I think it'll become a little more easier to swallow at some point in the next few days. Sometimes the hustle and bustle of being, when you're that fast, right, you're around fast people, and it's all robust, and if you end up with someone who's almost equally measured with you, then it's going to end up with a bit of treading paint.
but I
along
think,
the way.
this track rather feeds us that story, doesn't it?
It does. Well, this next interview should be a good one. We don't often interview
Yes.
the new people.
Casper, Weg,
Yeah. Are you there?
welcome aboard.
I don't know. My microphone works.
Yes, your
Yes, that's
microphone
working.
works.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yes,
Good
that's
stuff.
working great.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I
Welcome
was fighting with it.
welcome to BSTV. Welcome to the leagues. Hopefully you had an absolute. I'm going to find you on the broadcast. Hang on. Hopefully you had an absolute blast tonight because we had a blast watching you. You joined very, very late, and in the first race made your way up. I think it was about 9 or 10 positions. It was very impressive. And then in the second race, you continued your upward journey, another 4 places.
Yeah, I joined very, very late because I thought that quali starts at 9 p.m. my time.
Ah, okay. No.
So,
Well, if I turned up for quali at thelastminute.com and still did what you did, I'd be very happy with myself. You did very, very well tonight. Hopefully you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really really fun. I was looking for some TCR races for a long time. Just joined iRacing, to be honest. 3 weeks, I think.
Three
Yeah, 3
Oh
weeks.
weeks.
goodness!
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I was racing for a very long time on AC1
Yeah.
and long time ago in race room in TCR.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Right.
was racing in TCR esports, so this is
Right.
not nothing new for me. This type of cars.
Well, you handle
Uh,
them very, very well, I have to say. Very
yeah.
polished performance with no practice
We
whatsoever, really.
we enjoyed that a great deal.
Yeah.
This is a tough league to walk into. There's a lot of very capable drivers, and they all know each other. So to walk in and perform the way you did tonight was exceptionally good, and I'm really, really happy that you come and joined us, and you put on a splendid show for us tonight. You really did, and it was great to watch. Thank you very much.
uh, thank you. That is really nice to hear.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your car looks very, very controlled underneath you. You're obviously a very capable TCR pilot. I've stolen that from you, Alan. Sorry, it's shameless. And we go to Road America next week. Is that a track that you're familiar with from other simulators?
yeah, I know Road America really, really well, and that's one of the tracks that where I am pretty strong, to be
Right.
honest.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
To be honest, Oschersleben is really bad track for me.
It's
I don't like it, and I am always slow here.
Well, we
In
don't
any
think you
car,
are.
any league, I am slow here.
I'm looking at the standings and I'm seeing you finishing in 16th place in our feature race, so I don't think you are slow here at all.
Well, that's a comparative kind of slow,
It is,
Pete.
yes, absolutely. But no, great stuff. Anybody you want to have a shout out to before we let you go and start practice for Road America?
I don't know.
He
To be
doesn't
honest,
know anybody, Pete.
No,
Crikey,
true,
he's only
yeah.
been here 2 minutes.
Yeah. Shout out to your sponsors. There you go. Shout out to your sponsors. Well,
Well, yeah, no, we look
I
forward to
just
some nice
wanted
paint.
to shout out to my girlfriend because she was watching this race.
oh well.
Oh,
Hello to you.
oh, yeah, no, we'd like that. Get her in
Yeah.
get her in the chat,
Yeah. What's the
on the
girlfriend called?
Discord and all that. Get her on the YouTube. Yeah, we love people coming in and
We do,
joining
yeah.
the chat.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we're looking forward to seeing you with some nice paint on your car. I like to see a nice livery on the car. Get you out this council paint.
Yeah.
Get you your nice livery on. Be grand.
Too right.
Looking
On
forward
next
now to know
week,
about you.
for the 90%, I will have livery.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to watching you next week now because we like Road America very much.
We
me
do,
and Pete,
we
and,
do.
and we'll be looking forward to watching you go well there as well.
We will. Yeah. What's your girlfriend called?
Thank you. Could you repeat because
Yeah. What's your girlfriend's name?
Magda.
Magda.
Magda. Well done for watching. Casper's done very, very well tonight. In that case, we will look forward to seeing you racing with us and Magda watching you race. This time next week, Casper Smirnov.
Very well done indeed, Casper.
Thank you once again.
Right then, I'm going to
What a
bring
nice
in...
young man.
He was a very nice young man, yeah. I'm going to bring in our two work guard car drivers, Chris and Fiona, all at the same time for you, Alan, because I heard something downstairs that I need to go and investigate because I think my cats have half destroyed my house.
Oh, his cats have destroyed the house. And my horse is aching.
Back in a moment.
Hello, chaps.
Good evening.
I think he's gone off to chase the cat and find out what's happening with his cats. So, okay, now it was. What did you rank tonight? It was a tough old night, wasn't it? There was a lot going on, and I don't know how it went. I mean, we saw a lot of Chris right in the thick of it. I don't know what happened with Fee so much. I think because he quite as much as Fee.
Yeah, well, I sort of did all right at the beginning of the first race, and I think you got took out, didn't you, at the first corner, Fee? So you dropped back a bit.
Yeah.
Somebody dive bombed and hit me, and then straight into fee. So
Oh,
yeah,
It's, so everybody was. It was so close, wasn't it? Out there, there was no room to breathe even.
no, it was good. I mean, it was really close. Like Roger was only about 4 seconds in front of me for a good few laps, and I was like, how am I keeping up with these? But it's obviously because it's that close, they're all battling. It slows them down. So put more on my pace, which was good.
Yeah, exciting.
It
Really?
was a shame Harry George didn't come back for race 2 because me and him had a lovely battle.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know why he didn't come back, Fee? What was that about?
I don't know, mate. Not got a clue.
Right. Is he in Discord? Anybody? Does he go in with anybody in the Discord? I'm just wondering if he's got
I,
anybody he can talk to.
I don't know.
I think he came in with us one week, a couple of weeks ago, when I had a good battle with him. I think he did jump in with us. So
Ah.
I don't know. It might be worth asking because I'm sure he did say, "Is it alright if I jump in with you?" And they said,
Yeah, no, well, yeah, it makes such a difference, doesn't it? The
Oh,
race
yeah.
night, you've got everybody together and you're having a bit of a crack.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad you had a good race with him because I missed you in the second race. We ended a lap down, and I'm not used to seeing that these days.
Yeah, I had a bit of a kerfuffle on going on to the back straight with, who was it? Can't remember now. Steve Walker.
Oh, Stephen, right.
I was going to get on the back straight. I was going to ease off and let him go, but we didn't get that far. He hit the back of my car coming out the corner.
Oops.
That pushed me into the wall, but it's touring cars. It happens.
Ah, yes. Oh, well. That probably didn't help. Did you get damage?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a meatball, so I had to go.
Oh, the dreadly meatball.
I had to go a lap with the meatball so I could get to the back straight, so I could move my black boxes and not untick the tyres. So.
Well, to people who don't know, the dreadly meatball, they don't know what a meatball is. It's a black flag that appears with an orange blob in the middle of it when you've got a damage to your car and you have to go back to the pits and get it repaired. It's a nightmare. Nobody wants to see a meatball in their car. They don't. It's the knell of doom, isn't it?
I like meatballs on the plate, but not on the car.
Yeah, not in the car. No, absolutely.
The best thing about them is sometimes there's hardly any damage to the car, and you have to pit within 3 laps. If you don't, you get black flagged.
Yeah. Disquality. If you don't come in, you're in trouble. It's happened to me before that I've forgotten I've got a black flag, because picking one up, you've got 3 laps leeway. I can easily have forgotten I've got it by that time. Just do 4 laps, that's it.
But did you both have fun? That's the main thing.
Oh, brilliant fun.
Always fun.
Cool.
It's a fun little circuit. Stupid pit lane. The track's all right.
Well,
See,
it's unusual that with a pit lane as long as the circuit. It's quite unusual.
Yeah.
Pit lane, it was unusual coming out because when we were doing the practice, twice I got a slow down coming out the pit lane.
Oh.
And I told Fee about it. She went in, she got it.
Yeah, I got the slow down. That was the first time I'd kept all 4 wheels off the grass exit in the pit lane.
Right. Gosh.
Oh, blimey.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you both racing in those lovely work guard colours at Road America next week. Anybody you want to shout out to? Starting with Chris.
Just the general yourselves for putting the stream on, and everyone for watching. All the work guard lads. I mean, they've helped out this week.
It's been great getting a few people in there.
Yeah. So, but to all the drivers as well, it's really good fun, and it's good crowd to race with.
Awesome stuff. And Fiona, anybody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, 2 people in particular. Harry George had brilliant fun with him in race 1, and for some reason he disconnected and didn't come back. And Boyd Dreesen, if he's watching, it was great sharing a car with you in Spa 24 Hours. Lovely chap.
So this is part of why I like doing this, creating a league where you can network and end up doing things like Spa 24 across teams, as it were. Fantastic. And that's
Yeah.
what it's all about for me. So thanks for shouting that out, Fiona. That means an awful lot for me, even though I was no part of that, other than to have this format where you could actually meet someone like Boyd.
Well, we wouldn't have done any worse if you had joined us.
Well, you would have done worse, honestly. You would.
I had my steering wheel wouldn't change gear,
Oh,
and then
nice.
it turned itself off and turned me into the barrier. So we had to tow
Brilliant.
back to the pit and repair.
Yeah.
And then my VR headset packed up, and I ended up stuck in the middle of the track. I couldn't see anything, and somebody hit me and knocked the back wheel off.
Oh dear. That sounds like a cacophony of disasters. But
And then when the rain come, it was like driving on ice.
dear, you got rain
I've
as
got
well.
to say, I had visitors this weekend.
Oh, go on.
Yes, that's why everything. That's why it rained and everything.
Oh, I
wasn't there.
see. Right. Okay.
It
Well-
was sunshine all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been great watching the pair of you dicing with the likes of Harry George and Andy and all the others that were in the thick of it in that AM class. Chris Dixon and Fiona Siddons, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, my dears.
Good
See you
night.
next week.
Night. Good night, Alan.
I won't. I'm missing next week.
Oh,
yes.
well,
Away
that's a
back
shame.
We'll see you the
Oh,
week after
crikey.
then.
Oh, well. Have a knees up. Do the
Yeah.
okey dokey for me.
Oh no, it's not me dancing. It's the kids.
Okay.
Well, come on. Anybody
Well.
can do an okey dokey. Even I can do an okey dokey.
Best luck for the kids
Yeah.
then, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thanks very
good
much.
luck. Yeah, I hope she goes well and has a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Thanks again.
Pete's thrilled because he's danced there, of course, as we now know.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
they did last week.
Yeah. No, that's pretty amazing, I think.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Right, cheers.
Yeah,
Good night.
cheers.
Good night, my dears. Blimey.
I know. Right. In that case, we're on to the final.
4 minutes past 10. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Trying to keep us good and clean. Right. Right. But driver of the meeting. I've got two in my head. They're both in
Yes.
Pro-Am. One is called Daniel. One is called Carl.
Yes.
Daniel.
I was,
because-
yes,
Yeah. Are you in the same page?
I am.
Right. I'm gonna go with mine, and you're gonna go with the obvious one.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah.
So Daniel, because he was head and shoulders probably one of the fastest of the Pro-Am cars all night. That Veloster did well here. We've already discussed that, but he did very well as the pilot of it. He'd have been much higher in the first race if he could have been, but there was contact and an exit stage left, as many others did as well. But in the second race, he showed true colours and brought the car home in fourth place in the midst, as Alan will describe for Carl in a minute, of the Pro Class cars. Done that twice now. My vote for tonight goes to Daniel Mills.
Yes. No, the guys made it easy for us, didn't they? Because
Yeah.
they were two outstanding Pro-Am performances. They were right up there in the Pro class, and it's so fantastic to see my captain up there and doing so well. And he drove well in both races tonight. And he flew the flag for safeguard, and I was thrilled to see him right there in the middle of the top 10, fighting with some of the best drivers out there and holding his own.
Yeah, he did very,
Good
very
on him.
well. Yeah, very well
And
tonight.
tough circumstances and great driving to actually maintain that position. It was a very competitive night.
It was. It was a very entertaining night, and I'm looking forward to Road America already.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, thanks to everybody that watched, all the drivers, 29 drivers tonight. Thanks to the people that are still joining us in the form of Casper Smirnov and all the ones that have signed up yet to race, because there are more. It's definitely proving to be one of the more successful seasons that we've had in terms of numbers, and long may that continue. Thank you for all the people's contributions on the chat. You guys are brilliant, and you're what makes this an exciting broadcast. And please keep joining us. Thanks to you, Alan, for doing whatever you can. I know it's a struggle to make these broadcasts professional, especially when you got me doing the cameras and the chatting nonsense. But it's very much appreciated from me. Stay safe, folks. Pity me because I've got wobbly here over this weekend at my house. We're going to go to Crofton and watch the touring cars, etc. Along with Gary. Who's Gary? See you next week, folks. I'll hand you over to Alan.
Oh, well, I'm excited that you're going to Croft with our friends from over the water and with Gary. Give him my best. I would very much like to see him in a car on the circuit.
That won't happen while he's running, but never mind.
Fantastic to have all those people in the chat tonight. It's so lovely that you come there and support your drivers. I think that's awesome, and they really drive hard for us and give us a great show, don't they? I love Road America, and it suits me down to the ground. I love every inch of that place, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys race around it next week. And look forward to us all being there. So, see you next week, my dears.